tell him what? You let him know?
What?
Will you let him know to sit?
Oh, absolutely.
The twins doing.
Oh, wow.
That went so fast.
Fabulous.
I really can't tell you, I didn't think I was ever going to do this. Thank you,
Here you go,
Susan.
go here.
Right here. Yep. Don will sit next to you there.
They gave me one, whether it's mine.
That's probably
This is
next week.
8/8.
In 2 weeks,
Summer
yep.
is flying.
In West Time, they give the packet and everything, huh?
I'm so happy you're back.
You have no idea. I was worried about me. My sister would.
Yes, that's what they say. This is what we put out.
She always gives out candy. That's Holly.
Hello.
When she would cry over it. She told me that afterwards. That's one. That's what happens when you don't eat for 12 years. Don't ever wish that in your life.
I have gallows.
And no alcohol, none. Not a drop. I go, Ella?
We're good?
Goodness gracious. I forgot how to unpack, sit down. It's, they want me to eat everything, but if it doesn't do it, they don't eat it. But you don't know it until. Yeah,
Just so you know. Just so you
are
know.
you okay?
Me, I'm great. Living the dream.
I know, isn't that the truth?
We ready?
Open for business.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Zoning Board of Appeals. I would like to brief you on some of our rules and procedures used during our hearings. When you hear a hearing number is called, the applicant or representative will come to the podium. If they are not an attorney, they will be sworn in by our executive secretary. They will then present their case. The board members may or may not ask questions of the applicant. Prior to tonight's hearings, board members have visited all of the properties listed on tonight's calendar. At the conclusion of the applicant's presentation, we will ask if there are any interested parties who would like to speak either for or against the application. We will then allow the applicant to give some brief rebuttal remarks before closing the hearing. The stenographer can only take one person's testimony at a time, so we ask that you do not call out from the audience during testimony. We will give everyone an opportunity to be heard this evening. Sometimes proceedings do not end till 1 a.m. or later, but everyone will be heard. Lastly, at approximately 9 p.m., our stenographer will have been typing for 2 hours, and we will take a 10-minute break. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any postponements tonight?
There are 3 postponements and 1 withdrawal. Postponements, hearing number 3, Appeal 92-319, JLP and Associates. Hearing number 7, Appeal number 24-168, Adams Sequeiri. And hearing holdover 3, Appeal number 24-28, JPL and Associates. The withdrawal is hearing number 4, Appeal number 24-145, Monty Sahal.
Anyone in the audience appearing here for any of those hearings?
So what was the withdrawal?
He'll hold over 4.
Oh, it's holdover.
Hold over 4. Hold over 4.
Okay. Let the record reflect that no one appeared, and let's call the first hearing.
It was three.
Okay, the first hearing will be held in conjunction with the second hearing. Hearing 1 is Appeal 24-189, Sherry Westbrook at 1 Westwood Road South, Massapequa Park, and this will be heard in conjunction with Hearing 2, Appeal 24-282, Sherry Westbrook at 1 Westwood Road South, Massapequa Park. Thank you.
Thank you. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Your name and address, please.
John Tufel, professional engineer, 707 Route 110, Farmingdale. Thank you for combining this with number 2 tonight. It's the same property, as the board is aware. I've given you a copy of the site plan with most of the variances highlighted, as long as, and a photo of the driveway showing 3 cars parked. I'm here tonight with Mrs. Sherry Westbrook, owner of 1 Westwood Road South, Massapequa Park, and her 3 children, Hannah, Rebecca, and Michael, who are here for a variance to construct a second kitchen in a 1-family dwelling for use as a parent-child residence, and for a variance for the reduction of off-street parking spaces to 1 where 3 spaces are required. Ms. Westbrook currently resides in the subject home with her daughter Hannah and son Michael, and needs her second daughter Rebecca to move in to help provide for her care, as she has some medical issues. Rebecca would live in the proposed 1-story addition in the rear of the house. Although, as shown on the plans, there is more than adequate free flow provided on the first floor between the 2 kitchens. There's a nice wide open space there. They will be very helpful to the household to have that second kitchen. I've also submitted a photo, again, that shows, although technically the size of the driveway is smaller than required by code, it can fit 3 cars. Street parking is also available on Westwood Road South. The second hearing, Appeal 24-282, requests maintaining of a 6-foot-high fence, a 46-square-foot front vestibule addition, an existing cellar entrance, a proposed 1-story rear addition, and maintaining of an existing gazebo and shed. The zone is, R17. The fence is approximately 25 feet from the street corner, and we believe does not interfere with the visibility site triangle. It is sorely needed as it buffers the property from the 4-lane highway Carmen's Road, extremely busy road, and is in common with all the other homes in this area which border Carmen's Road. We're also requesting a 31-foot front yard setback to the existing 46-square-foot 1-story front addition. It's a mudroom, basically, where 31.3 feet is required, and a 22.3-foot side front yard setback to the existing cellar entrance. The major part of the project is a proposed 995-square-foot rear 1-story addition with a west side yard setback of 5.3 feet, where 8 feet is required, and a rear yard setback of 24.5 feet, where 25 feet is required, along with the encroachment, of course, of eaves and gutters. The west property line does angle towards the house on this irregularly shaped corner property. The building coverage requested is 25.2%, which is, as the board sees, only a fraction of a percent above the 25% permitted by ordinance. Along these lines, we're also requesting a gross floor area of 3,806.6 square feet, or 38.1%, where 3,558.86 square feet, or 35.6% is permitted. It's only 2.48% of the lot coverage above the permitted amount. Finally, we're seeking to maintain a shed which was installed about 20 years ago with a side/front yard setback of 3.9 feet. Again, that's along Carmen's Road, the corner property, where 25.4 feet is required, and a gazebo, which was installed 3 years ago and has a side/front yard setback of 8 feet, where 25.4 feet is required. These variances, as I said, are a direct result of a corner property. Finally, just to sum up, Ms. Westbrook has owned the house for 28 years, and she really loves the area, and respectfully requests this relief from the town of Oyster Bay zoning code to enable her to construct this one-story addition and live as a family unit with her two daughters and son. And that completes our case. If there's any questions, we could answer them, of
And
course.
when I noticed when I passed it that you can't see the shed, the neighbor behind you can't see your shed and gazebo because of those very, very high hedges. So
Correct.
it's only Commons Road, which is a commercial road, a little bit less than Hicksville Road, but very much like it. It's a heavily trafficked road. So,
It's really busy, yeah.
Okay.
So it's very.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hearing number 4, Appeal 24-181, Kathy Ski at 125 Exeter Road, Massapequa.
Thomas, tell the truth during this proceeding.
I do.
Name and address, please.
Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage. Good evening, Madam Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen of the board. I'm representing Mr. and Mrs. Ski of 125 Exeter Road, Massapequa. I passed up some photos, consent letters for the board. The Skis are seeking a variance to maintain pool equipment, not having the required side front yard setback, and for a rear addition, not having the required rear yard setback, and for a proposed second-story addition, not having the required roof pitch, exceeding the lot coverage and gross floor area. This property is on the corner of Exeter Road and Cedar Shore Drive. The pool equipment is behind a fence and shrubbery and is not visible from the street. The rear addition is maintaining a rear yard setback of 23.6 feet, where 25 feet is the minimum. There are large shrubs in the backyard as the photos show. In regard to the roof pitch, I've submitted a copy of the rendering for the board showing the proposed roof pitch. Please note the height of the homeowners are proposing is only 24 feet, with 28 feet is the maximum. This proposed addition will be going over the garage and would follow the same roof pitch of the existing home and not deviate from it, balancing off the aesthetics of the home. I've taken a picture of the existing home. As you can see, the proposed addition would blend it very nicely. This tasteful design puts the homeowner a lot of thought and effort into this attractive addition. This proposed addition would not be out of character with this area of Massapequa. I do have a consent letter from the abutting neighbor at 129 Exeter Road and the neighbor directly across the street at 122 Exeter Road. The homeowners lived in this home for many years with their growing family, and they feel this proposed addition would not be out of character with this attractive area of Massapequa.
Okay. You see it, love?
Yes, I did, and it's fine.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our
Thank
office.
you.
Thank you.
Hearing 5, Appeal 24-270, Michael Fay at 64 Division Avenue, Massapequa.
Does it make a change in anything, sir?
There was no change to the documents. Zoning department made a mistake.
Say it again?
Zoning department made
Okay, but it doesn't add any variances, does it? That wasn't advertised? Very good. Just let the board know that. Do you have a copy of these, though?
What's that?
Do you have a copy of this for yourself?
I have a copy
Okay,
right here.
great. Do you promise to tell the truth during this proceedings?
I do.
Your name and address, please.
John C. Macchio, 22 Waldron Drive, Stony Point, New York, 10980.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to present this case. Back in 2021, this board approved 4 variances on this house. Subsequent to that, there was a fire in the house. It got damaged on most of the second floor. And in light of that, the owners decided that they wanted to expand the house a little more. And since the last set of drawings was done by another architect, I created a new set of plans, and we reduced the amount of lot coverage from the previous set of 31.6% down to 28.1%. The floor area on my plans is under the maximum permitted by code, and we are also asking for an approval of 28.34 feet in height. We're 4 inches over the maximum, and that is due to maintaining the 6-on-12 pitch required by the zoning ordinance. The last item on the present
And also
rejection.
height because of water, right?
Excuse me?
Height because of the water, you're in a flood
Water
zone.
level.
Yes,
Yes,
the
okay.
house, back in
Yeah.
2018, it was raised.
Yes, right. It's
It
in the
was
flood
raised
zone.
per
It's on
Sandy.
the canal.
Thank you.
Yeah, so everything went up.
That matters.
Yeah.
Okay. The last item on the rejection is a continuation of the previously approved 0 side yard setback to the driveway. So everything else remains the same. Again, the biggest number here is the increase in lot coverage from 25% maximum to 28.1, which is a reduction of 3% from the previously granted approval by this board.
Our records say 32.8% for building lot coverage.
The previous decision says 31.6 that I have.
But you have a new rejection. You just said you got a new rejection updated today.
This is a copy of the one that was done in 2021, which says the proposed lot coverage, which was granted by the board of 31.6%, and the present objection is 28.1%.
He went back to the building department and he handed in a new rejection.
Okay, so can I have that number? Here, I just want to correct my record. 28 point,
So it's not 32?
no, it's 28.10.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Rita, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said his GFA changed as well.
The gross floor area changed too?
It reduced.
Can you give us the new?
It's 3,001 square feet, which is indicated on the drawings, and it's less than a half a square foot less than the maximum permitted by your code.
Okay,
Wow.
that's pretty good.
Couldn't find that .79 anywhere, huh?
I tried, believe me, I tried.
Sharpen that pencil.
I guess he figured he was coming in anyway.
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you.
Thank you very much, members of the board.
Thank you. Hearing 6, Appeal 24-116, Kevin Leatherman at 111 North Manhattan Avenue, North Massapequa.
Still on note.
Again, for the record, Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage.
Thank you.
Representing Mr. Leatherman of 111 North Manhattan Avenue, Massapequa. I passed up some photos for the board and consent letters. Mr. Leatherman seeking a variance to maintain a wood platform not having the required side yard setback, and for a garage not having the required ag yard setback, and for a shed not having the required side yard setback. The shed is maintaining a 2.1 side yard setback where 3 feet is required. The garage is maintaining a 19.4-foot aggregate where 20 feet is required. The wood platforms maintaining a 4.9-foot side yard setback where 8 feet is required. There is a fence and shrubbery around the rear of the property. We do have consent letters from the 2 abutting neighbors at 107 and 115 North Manhattan Avenue. These additions been here for many years. As the photos show, the house is in excellent condition. It's been well maintained. The house has been sold and there's money held in escrow.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
Done.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hearing 7, Appeal 24
It's postponed, though.
Oh, that's postponed, thank you. Hearing 8, Appeal 24-179, Horatio Torres Bonilla at 86 Elm Drive, Farmingdale.
Thank you.
I like your weapons. Thank you.
Good evening.
Just raise your right hand.
Yes.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes.
Your name and address.
Horacio Torres Bonilla, 86 Elm Drive, Farmingdale, New York.
Thank you.
All right. My name is Horacio Torres Bonilla. I am homeowner of 86 Elm Drive in Farmingdale. I purchased the home back in January 2022. I live here with my partner of 20 years, Daisy, and our 2 children, ages 9 and 23. We're first-time homeowners and have chosen Farmingdale and Town of Oyster Bay to raise our family. The pool was installed months after I purchased the home by Long Island Pool Company. I was informed by both the installer and the realtor that no permit was needed at the time of installation. However, I filed for the permit within a year to the town within a year of the installation. We're seeking for the board to approve existing pool and deck for the lack of rear set by 13 and 31 inches, and the fence setback by 13 inches. The existing pool conforms with other existing homes with pools in the area that have similar rear setbacks and fence setbacks. I'm here tonight seeking relief from the board to approve the following 2 items. A variance to keep the existing pool 3.9 feet rear setback and pool 2.4 feet rear setback, where a minimum of 5 feet is required. A variance to keep existing pool 3.9 feet fence setback, where a minimum of 5 feet is required. I have spoken to my neighbors, and they understand that the pool was installed without a permit, purely out of lack of knowledge by myself as a first-time homeowner, and poor advice from individuals that I trusted to have that knowledge. I'm here to be allowed to legalize the existing pool as it is. I would like to thank you for your time and giving my family the possibility and the opportunity to keep the pool as it is. I will also ask that my family have permission to utilize the pool once this variance is approved. I'm here if you guys have any questions for me.
Madam Chair, he did hand in a consent letter from the abutting neighbor.
Okay,
Great. Super.
okay.
Thank you.
No
It
questions
would be
from-
terrible not to have a pool in the summer.
I know. Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much for your time.
Good night.
Hearing number 9, Appeal 23-400, Idris Masriki at 301 Jerusalem Avenue, Hicksville.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Name and address, please.
Scott Kahn, 68 West Main Street, Oyster Bay, New York. Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. I'm here tonight representing the Mashriki family, who seek several variances before you to build their primary residence. Our first request is to build this home with only .44 into the average front yard setback, asking for 23.5 in lieu of the 23.94 setback in the front yard. Our second request is to exceed the maximum permitted lot coverage by only 1.17%, asking for 26.17% in lieu of the 25. Our third request is to permit a GFA of 4652 instead of the 3511 max floor area, and that would be asking for 1140 over the floor area ratio, and 140 square feet of that is actually the front stoop and the porch. Our fourth request is to allow a 5 and 12 roof pitch in lieu of the 6 and 12 pitch to accommodate the 28-foot maximum height. And our last requests combined are to have 2 egress wells encroach only .33 feet into the 4-foot side yard, asking 4.33 to the egress well, and 2 AC units properly screened, of course, to be 3 feet closer into the rear yard rather than 9-foot encroachment. The AC units are actually pretty far away from the property line, so And the Mashrikis are looking to build this home for themselves. It's not a spec house, and wish to live near many of their family members in the community that I've actually done projects for as well.
I recognize the name, but it said no prior variances, so it must have been a relative, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is the story where you're pivoting the way the house faces
Yes.
currently? Could I
That-
see the plan?
Yes.
Please?
You have them there?
We have them.
Yeah, we're going to be facing 9th Street instead of Jerusalem. They just want to face a side street instead of facing the main road. I think it's a good decision.
And I understand it because the lot is, Lisa and I
Yeah.
were just talking about it before the meeting, the lot is long.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, it's 109 by 84.5. 109.7 on 9th Street.
Are those two staircases? That's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry, this chair is like, it's like a Volkswagen.
Too fast.
Really just wanted to see the elevation.
If I could mention, one of the reasons for the square footage we're asking for is their dream home is to have that
I saw it.
double staircase. Thanks.
Problem with the roof pitch, but it's definitely different looking than what's in that neighborhood right now. But I mean, this is what's, you know, and it's really not a huge variance on the side of triangle. No, I'm looking at it. It's, I mean, you're talking about 23.50 and a 23.94. Sorry, other way around. You know, if barely anything, it's only the gross floor area, and that's because of basement.
Okay.
On the plan of basement.
Well, if they wanted to put it in, they'd have to come back.
Yes, thank you. That's some staircase.
It is. That's what they want.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? You want to come up, please?
Hi, sir, please raise your right hand.
Yes,
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
yes.
And your name and address, please.
Jeff Hagel, 303 Jerusalem Avenue, Hicksville, 11801.
Yes, sir.
So my house runs the length of their property, and so my driveway is going to be to the back of the house, because now they're turning it around. Number one, on that side of the house, you know, I've been there for 30 years, and there's 6 windows on that side, 2 basement windows, 2 regular windows, and then one big window up in the bedroom, like 6 foot, and another one. I'm going to be looking at the back of their house, and they're going to put air conditioning units encroaching, you know, right onto almost on my driveway. But more importantly, the other issue is 9th Street is a one-way street. And if you look at the history of that corner, both houses, the new one that's built across the street and the one that they're knocking down are going to rebuild this new house, were hit by cars, you know, from the traffic, right? So they changed it to a one-way street. And so when people come up that side street, they shouldn't go up the side street because it says wrong way. But every day, cars come up that side street, and when they're driving up to Jerusalem area, because Jerusalem area is a four-way.
Right.
And what happens is they're gonna be blocked because the house across the street put a 6-foot fence right on the property line. And then now they're gonna be on this side, and their vision is gonna be totally blocked to see the cars that are coming, and there's gonna be bad accidents there. And I've been there, I'm telling you, I've been there for 30 years, and there's like accidents all the time. And they did put another traffic light to slow down the traffic, but cars just, you know, if you drive up it, there's 2 medians and it has grass on it. So it
Yes,
looks
I'm
like
very
it's a side
familiar with
street, and these people just go straight across, and it's gonna be blocked because the house is gonna be huge.
it's going to be that much different than what's there now as far
Well,
as?
right now, from my bedroom window, I could see all the way down Jerusalem Avenue, probably like 5 blocks. That house is going to block, I'll be looking at the house, that's what I'm going to be looking at. And, you know, so where are their windows on that back side of the house? They're going to be looking into my bedroom, and they're going to be less than from here to the wall away from it. Or even closer, because my house to house, right now, is like 26 feet. My driveway is 13 feet, and then their house is 13 feet away from there. So you're going to have that, and then you're going to have, you know, besides the street now, 9th Street, there's 2 huge houses that were also built. I don't know if it's the same builder, but they knocked down 2 houses, built 2 houses, and 2 huge houses. And soon as, after they built the house, they came and put in a big fence right on the property line on Jerusalem Avenue, which is like not good, no setback. But that house is back probably 25 feet, which is fine. And I'm fine with that, but the other part, you know, I don't understand, they have a double lot.
That fence
It's a
blocks the
double lot.
line of sight
Excuse
coming
me?
off of Jerusalem? Does that fence block the line of, the fence that you're talking about, has nothing to do with this case?
Right.
Does it block the line of sight?
Yes, when if you come up that.
But it's a one-way street, so you
It's a
shouldn't
one-way
be
street,
coming
they
up that
shouldn't be
street.
coming up a one-way street. If, you know, what they need to do is put a sign on that corner saying wrong way, because people, once they commit it, they don't know.
Yeah, you
And-
should
and
call
there's
the
a lot
town
of people
about
that have
that,
got-
because they'll do it for
I've
you.
even told the cop, I said, well, you need to put the sign that's down there up here again, it's wrong way, wrong entry.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have been hurt there. But more importantly is the windows, the alignment of if they're gonna put on the back of that house, their house, which the back of their house is gonna be facing the side of my house. And the windows need to be, you know, not like, you know, like I'm saying hello to the neighbor every morning.
All right. All right, thank you for coming in and putting that on the
yep.
record.
Okay.
Anybody else wishing to be heard on this application? Mr. Khan, you want to come back up?
Yes. Thanks for Mr. Hagel coming in, I appreciate it. I want to mention too, the AC units are not going to be in the side yard that he thinks they are. They're not going to be on his driveway side. They're actually closer to 9th Street. So I just want to point that out to him, that there'll be no air conditioner units. Also, the existing house that is there is 13 feet. So we're not really encroaching. That's currently the existing side yard, and we're keeping 13.8 feet. Another point is that most of the windows that are facing his driveway side, the middle windows are in a great room. So the second-story windows, it's a 2-story space. So nobody's going to be looking out of those windows from the second floor.
Because
into-
they're up high and there's
Right, they're
no
up high,
floor.
and it's one of those, you can never clean them type of windows. And there's just one bedroom on the east side, and then the other side, the west side, second floor, is a master bathroom. So those blinds will probably be closed most of the time anyway.
Or frosted.
Yeah, well frosted, we could even condition it, something.
Can we do that?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's it, so the AC units will be screened. They're going to be, again, closer to 9th Street. They're not on Mr. Hagel's side. There's actually nothing in that side yard except for a couple of egress windows. What's that?
You had talked about the position of the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be facing 9th
Facing 9th.
rather than Jerusalem.
That's right,
Okay, so then that would be, his side yard would be their backyard.
exactly. And it's really only a 13-foot backyard. So technically, that's their side yard.
Okay,
And that's not even one of the variance requests. So by right, we could be at that 13.8.
Okay.
when I
right.
was talking about issues of traffic and safety, are they keeping the fence, the corner house? There is no fence?
There's no fencing. There's no fencing on this application. If they wanted to put a fence up in the future, because, you know, we can't
Right.
submit fences with new homes, they would have to go back to the board or get it approved by the building department, so.
Okay. We have any correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hearing number 10, Appeal 24-178, Hardip Sakala at 144 West Avenue, Hicksville.
Good evening.
I'll just tell the truth during these proceedings.
I do.
Name and address, please.
Kevin Daly, 201 Northwest Drive, Farmingdale, New York, 11735.
Thank you.
Good evening. Kevin Daly on behalf of the owner, Hardeep Sakar, who is present. He's back there. It's regarding his property at 144 West Avenue in Hicksville. The property is located in R17 zone. We're proposing to construct a small one-story rear addition and a second-floor addition, which will require variances for side yard aggregate, gross floor area, and to amend a specific plan from a prior zoning board decision 58-892. The prior variance that was granted was to erect a residence on a lot with less than the required lot width, lot area, minimum side yard, and side yard aggregate, which is in essence what we're asking for. The rear addition will be built behind the existing garage, kind of squaring off that back corner. And the addition is only 94 square feet, and we're going to maintain the existing side yard of 7 feet that currently exists, where 8 foot is required, and an aggregate of 14.9 where 20 is required. And again, these side yards were previously granted on the prior variance approval. We're also about 350 square feet over the maximum gross floor area, which includes the basement that's over 7 feet high. And we are on an undersized lot, which contributes to that overage. Hardeep has lived in the house 45 years, since 1979. He has no issues with any of the neighbors, and that I'm aware of. His property is well kept, and we don't feel that this is a substantial request.
Did you say the side yard was 7 feet?
7.
We have 6.6.
Yeah.
6.6. You are correct. 6.6.
And
We're
what did you
maintaining that.
Okay.
For some reason, the survey has 6.6 and 7. I guess it's 7 to the foundation. So 6.6, we're
And
maintaining
again, can you
that.
give me the aggregate that I think that was different too. Well, that would make sense, because if the side yard was, what aggregate number did you give us?
Let me just check that. 14.9.
Because we have 14.4, but that would make sense if.
That would make sense with the 6.6. Yeah,
Okay.
the surveyor had the 2 numbers on there, that was
All right.
the issue. So we're going to maintain the 6.6, which is probably to the corner post of the vinyl siding.
And what's the, with the additions that you're proposing, how many bedrooms and bathrooms will be in the house in total after the work?
The second floor is going to be for 2 bedrooms, a master bedroom and an additional bedroom, and the first floor currently has 3 bedrooms, so 5 total.
And how many bathrooms?
Let me take a peek. I want to say 3.
2 bathrooms.
There's 1 on the first floor and then 1 on the proposed second floor, yes.
Does the house have a basement?
The house has a basement.
Is it finished?
It is finished. There's a cellar entrance which has a CO.
Laundry and mechanical, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Come on up, sir.
Just raise your right hand. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
I will.
Your name and address, please.
Michael Demuth, 1A Willow Avenue, Hicksville, New York, 11801.
Can you spell your last name?
Demuth.
Thanks. Thank you.
So I am the immediate neighbor of these people. The construction would be on the side of their property next to my house. Currently, the house is a one-story house, so going upwards would clearly disturb my view. Right now, there are a lot of trees over there, and I'm getting boxed in from many houses being built very large, including 3 Willow Avenue. So I feel like I'm getting closed in. Hicksville's got a lot of large houses, I heard before. Large houses going up, facts. As we just heard, the neighbors have been there for 45 years. They're older people, no problem with that. If we're talking about adding 2 more 2 more bedrooms and a bathroom, and other rooms are more people propose to move in because West Avenue, excuse me, West Avenue is a one-way road with alternate side street parking, so I'm concerned with extra traffic, very limited space to begin with, and really more importantly, to my point, is just the change in my view.
That's one of the reasons that we ask about how many bathrooms and what's going on in the basement. We try to be, particularly with Hicksville, very vigilant about multifamily dwellings where there aren't supposed to be multifamily dwellings. It seems to me, just from what we've heard, 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms probably is sustainable in the house, right, in the neighborhood that you're in. Without adding a bathroom, I don't think you're going to see multiple families with just 2 bathrooms, but I don't know what to say about the view and them imposing on your home. Have you seen the plans as they're going to be built?
I have not seen the plans.
Would you like to take a minute and do that with the gentleman who's here, if he has them?
Yeah, should we go in
We
the
can
hall?
give a second call.
I do have just one question. Did you say it was an older couple that lives there?
I'm sorry, the neighbors, they're there for 45 years,
The
so
people
they're
who are
established.
doing this?
Yep.
Yes.
They've been there for 45 years, so they,
Since 1979. Single-family home, they're not moving, they're not renting it or anything. And the second floor is set in, I don't know if I can show you quickly if it makes sense. So the second floor is not going to be built over the garage side, if this is your property.
That is my property.
Yeah, we're just squaring off this back corner. The second floor is going to be set in. So the second floor is going to be...
I'm not familiar with what that means, I'm sorry.
I'll show you really quick, see if...
Family.
This would be the front elevation. So if this is your...
This is the current garage?
Yes, if this is your house, the second floor is another 12 feet from the corner of the house over. So it's not being built over on top of the garage wall.
Understood.
If that was your concern.
My concern is
And it's
that
not being-
it's...
It's not a full dormer. I don't really believe the second floor even needs any zoning, so...
Well, I'm just including all my comments in.
Okay.
This is an
No, thank you.
Absolutely.
And I thank you for showing me this. Just that it's an existing single-level house, and now it will be within my sightlines, which are being infringed on regularly.
We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
thank you.
Anybody else wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Yes, sir, County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hearing 11, Appeal 24-187, Noor Ali at 59 Fox Place, Hicksville.
Hi, promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes, I do.
Your name and address, please.
Noor Ali, 59 Fox Place, Hicksville, New York, 11801.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm seeking 3 variances that including there's a 6-foot fence. I'm in the side road on Mill Road. My backyard is the side of Mill Road. There's the issue coming in the privacy for that. That's the reason it's a little bit higher than as of right now. Also, we propose 2-story addition with a second floor. With deck does not have minimum required. Average yard setback is 20 feet. My proposal is 14. I've been living there since 2004. My children was very little when he came in Hicksville. We have 5 in the family, 3 children, husband and wife. They're grown in that area, elementary, middle school, high school. Now they're going to medical school in, my son going to medical school in NOIT. He's a DO program. And, he's going to do the residency in Mineola Hospital. Based on that, I need a comfortable living with a privacy with my children. My daughter just graduated from Stony Brook, May 17 this year. She works for Plainview Hospital right now. And I have another daughter who's going to Stony Brook. She's doing bachelor, 26. Her bachelor will be finished. She is proceeding for the law school. So for the comfortable living, those children grown in the same house for last 20 years. Now they're looking for some privacy for individual bedroom. Used to they live sharing the bedroom before, but right now I need a little bit more space, and that's the reason I have this variance for myself. We need a little bit bigger dining room, kitchen, and addition to the room for the comfortable living of my family. Also, there was in the Mill Road have average setback of 20 feet, but most of the house in that road have a 16.16. I have 14th actually for the proposed. Also, we have a proposed for the basement. I have a 510 square foot at this time with a 7-foot height. I'm looking for 127 square foot more in the basement to, put my comfortable utility room in there. Also, the living space we're looking for 1,300 altogether. We want to extend it 1,333.65 square foot. That into exclude the basement actually. But since we heard that the basement, recently we heard about that the basement gross area may be abolished soon. I don't know if it's true or not. There's a news came in. That's why I hear from an engineer. I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable about that thing. So that's what I heard about it. I don't know if it's true or not. For my family comfortable living,
Then we're no longer going to require basements in gross floor area?
That's not true.
That's not
This-
the past.
Okay.
It's possible.
That's what they said. That my engineer told me. So I don't know that. I'm not
It's
familiar with that
possible,
thing.
but right now we have to go with what's on the books.
Right. That's what I say. So,
I have a question for you.
I need a help for my family to comfortable living in this area. I mean, I like this area. I love to live Hicksville, and all the children want to live, stay with me to say, help me for that place.
Okay. Let's talk about the second floor deck. Is that off a bedroom?
No, it's on the kitchen.
It's off the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said what is going into the second floor addition? The current kitchen and dining room are on the first floor?
Yes,
And now
it's-
they're going to be on the second floor?
No, it's going to be first floor, but it's very tiny. It's not big. Accommodation is very small. So
But the deck is on the second floor coming off the kitchen, so is
on
there
the
gonna-
top of the kitchen, no bothering for on the roof.
There's a hallway leading to the deck. It's not off the bedroom. There's a hallway that takes.
Yeah.
Right, I understand, but is the kitchen on the first floor or it's going on the second floor?
No, first floor.
First floor. Kitchen the first floor.
So how is the second story deck going off the kitchen?
The roof.
The top, the roof.
The kitchen roof.
He meant over.
Okay, okay,
Kitchen roof. Yeah.
okay.
And how many bathrooms and bedrooms will be in the house?
It's going to be four bathroom, two addition bedroom with the 2 bathroom, and I have a 2 bathroom right now in existing.
It's 5 and 4.5.
5 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. So is each bedroom having its own bathroom?
No, 4 bedroom have a 4 bathroom. One going to be shared.
Yeah.
And what's in the basement?
Actually, it's a walk-in, nothing. Just walk-in basement, utility room. That's it.
Right.
And it's a white. It's not like a cellar even. It's a white basement.
Okay. Anybody?
Basement? Is there a bathroom in the basement?
No, there's no bathroom. No, there's no bathroom in the basement. No, nothing.
It's unfinished. There's not living space down.
Actually, there is no living space there, no. But it is not unfinished. I put some, tiles in there because sometimes I have a utility room there. Sometimes it's leaking too. Then water coming in. That's why I put some tiles in there, make sure it's protected. So that's what I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
The walls are finished as well.
Okay.
There's no cellar.
There is no sewer lines, from the basement. So sometimes the water coming in.
Yes.
And the water damage the room. So that's why I put some tiles in there. So
Understood.
make it nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by the office. Thank you.
Good night.
Hearing 12, Appeal 24-216, Christine Ketchum at 10 West Street, Hicksville.
Thank you.
That's what's-
Tell us who's during these proceedings?
Yes.
Name and address, please.
Gennaro Cozzolino, 2125 Deer Park Avenue, Deer Park, New York, 11729. Good evening, Madam Chairperson, members of the board. Gennaro Cozzolino for Christine Ketchum, residing at 10 West Street, Hicksville, also known as Section 12, Block 232, Lot 107, located in R16 zone. Subject property is an interior lot measuring approximately 50 by 104, or 5,200 square feet, which makes this lot non-conforming to the R16 minimum lot size requirement of 6,000 square feet. They're undersized by 800 square feet. We are requesting relief from the board to build a new first floor rear addition. The proposed addition and existing structures require variance for lot coverage requesting to build at 33.85% from permitted 28%, a difference of 5.85%. Proposed addition complies with all other zoning requirements. However, we are also maintaining a rear roof over that's attached to the existing detached garage. The roof over requires a variance for rear yard setback, requesting to maintain 2 feet from permitted 3 feet, a difference of 1 foot. Variance for rear yard coverage, requesting to maintain 41.84% from permitted 30%, a difference of 11.84%. Variance for exceeding accessory structure building coverage, requesting to maintain 523.4 square feet from permitted 489.62 square feet, a difference of 33.78 square feet. And variance for exceeding accessory structure building coverage of 40% of main dwelling, requesting to maintain 523.4 square feet from permitted 501.34 square feet, difference of 22.06 square feet. That is it.
Okay.
So I was to the property, and I know most of what's going on is in the back, so I couldn't really see it. And then I
Right.
tried to Google Earth it, because you know
Right.
that's how I do.
Yes.
And I was having a little bit of a hard time envisioning so it's gonna connect, because that garage is like way back, so you're building all the way to the,
No, the one-story addition is connected to the house. However, most of the variances are because of the roof over. So I don't know if you were able to see the roof over. It's attached to the garage, which made it a larger structure.
I mean, I couldn't really get a feel for it.
No, I
couldn't quite get
understand.
my arms around what was going on. If you have them, that would be great, thanks.
That's the accessory building coverage, then it adds
Correct.
to the garage.
That just triggered all the
Yep.
variances.
It doesn't connect, it just is over it.
Connects to the garage.
Roof over is connected to the
It
garage.
says it's connected, right. It's not, okay, thank you, that was my, thanks.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our
Thank you,
office.
thank you very much.
Hey, Sue, hold on, Lois. Susan?
Yes.
It's a family way in the back with little kids. They keep walking in and out. Wait on that side, Michael.
You want me to call this one?
Yeah, call it.
Okay. Hearing 13, Appeal 24-229, Teresa Caputo at 33 Summer Lane, Hicksville.
Oops.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Your name and address, please.
Ken Cholman, 209 Lynn Avenue, East Northport. Good evening.
Good evening.
We are proposing a new roof over and existing patio area in the rear of the subject property. The roof over will require 3 variances. The roof over will be built in line with the existing house and will maintain the existing non-conforming minimum side yard of 7.5 feet, where 8 feet is the minimum required. It'll be the same width and follow the same roof line as the existing one-story rear addition. The roof over will have a rear setback of 38 feet, which is well beyond the 25-foot setback that is required. There will also be an approximately 90-foot distance between the roof over and the nearest house to the rear of the property. The proposed roof over will bring our lot coverage to a total of 37.2%, which is an increase of 7% over the 30.2% lot coverage which was granted under decision number 18-302 dated July 12, 2018. The lot coverage of just the enclosed habitable space is 26.8%, which is just slightly above the maximum of 25% permitted. And we would certainly agree to a condition that the roof over never to be enclosed and turned into habitable space. The last variance we are requesting is for proposed gross floor area of 4,012 square feet, where 3,275 is the maximum permitted. Again, if we were to calculate the gross floor area of just the habitable space, that number would be 3,405 square feet, which is only 130 square feet over the maximum allowed. I submitted an aerial view of the property to show that the adjacent properties to the east and north are well screened from the subject property by dense trees, so I don't believe an open roofed-over patio will have any adverse impacts to those properties. And lastly, I have submitted a consent letter which was signed by 3 of the adjacent property owners at 31 and 37 Summer Lane and 52 Autumn Lane.
Yeah, I was going to say that this house does have quite a few variances already. It's in the backyard, it's probably necessary to keep people out of the sun, I understand that, but we're reaching saturation point here.
I think this is it.
I would hope so.
Yes. I've already told them that.
Yeah, well, they were told that the last time.
I know. I told them that as well.
Okay. Is there anybody in the audience that wishes to be heard on this application? Any comments or questions from the board members, correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends global determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you. Have a good night.
We have a young family with us, so we're going to go out of order and go to hearing 16, Appeal 24-190, Hassan Sheikh at 1 Market Drive, Syosset.
Oh, it's fenced. Easy. I looked at this.
Raise your right hand,
16.
please.
16.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
They have a family.
Yes.
Your name and address.
Brian Ladino, 555 Broad Hollow Road, Suite 327 in Melville, New York, 11747. I'm with the company Next Generation Designs. My partner Ronald was the applicant on this application. So the reason why we are here is because we were filing an application to propose a second-story addition, and what had came across was the fence that lines up on Woodbury Road. My client, the property owner, purchased a home 13 years ago with the fence existing right there. So once we filed this application for the second-story addition, proposal, it triggered the variance due to the fence with the survey that was submitted showing that it was 8 inches off the property line, but as well as it being a corner lot, as well as you can't have what was mentioned in the code, that you can have a 6-foot fence on the side yards and front yards. But we are seeking relief from the board because, as you can tell, we're proposing a second-story addition because the family's growing, and they plan on living at this property for 20-plus years, and there's a lot of concerns with Woodbury Road, with not only the safety hazards that occur, like one of the gentlemen was here saying, there's traffic lights and everything, but people do be speeding down Woodbury Road, and there's a lot of also homes on that road that have the 6-foot fence that cover, and as well as his property, right behind his property is I believe it's county property, but it's like a sump area. So, and as well as right on Woodbury Road, he has some trees. So that's why it was a little bit bumped out, but it was right on the property line. So we are seeking relief from the board so we can get approval for the 6-foot fence, so we can continue with the application with the building department to get approval for the second-story addition.
Okay. I was out there today. The fence does not interfere with any sight line of traffic.
No, it does not.
So, yeah, I saw that. All right, anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Come on up, sir. Is it your fence?
Yes, it's his fence.
Okay.
So,
Wait a
yeah.
second, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Raise your right hand. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings.
I do.
Your name and address.
Hassan Sheikh, 1 Market Drive, Syosset, New York, 11791.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you so much for going out of order to accommodate us. My kids kept asking me how long will it take, and I kept telling them I don't know, so. But I
You should
appreciate.
have had them make more noise.
Well, I apologize for the noise.
They're fine.
So,
They're fine.
so like you said, we've been living there for 13 years. The fence came with the house. And actually, a month ago, there were a few panels that just fell out, and I had them replaced. But when they fell out, you can see the Woodbury Road and the heavy traffic, So I think we need it for privacy, also for the safety of my
You
kids.
weren't losing.
What's that? Okay.
You weren't losing.
Okay, all right. So, well, then I'll save you all the trouble. I also have letters from my neighbors.
Thank you.
No
I
objection.
appreciate that.
Consents, thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yep.
I appreciate it.
And they were very good children.
Yes, they're very good.
You stay.
I'm right here.
Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed and the decision of the board be forwarded to you by our office.
All right, thank you.
Okay, next is hearing number 14, Appeal 24-284, Dalit Cow at 72 Burns Avenue, Hicksville.
Sure.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Your name and address, please.
Kevin McCray, McCray Architects, 35 Broadway, Hicksville, New York, 11801.
Thank you, sir.
I'm here representing Daljit Kaur, who is here today. We are coming back before the board again to amend a specific plan. I do have a couple of documents for the board.
Thank you.
And these are two of the same of the presentation that I'm about to make.
Very good. Yeah, and I'll just take one back, put on the side. Thank you, Michael.
I just wanted to bring my presentation forward because we were before the board. We were actually approved November 17th of 2022, and we were approved for a specific plan. And also, as part of our second floor addition, we had a second floor cantilever that we got approved for the average front yard setback relaxation of 23.1 feet at the cantilever. We were also approved for the front setback of the portico at the front. So the original house, and I'll walk you through it very quickly, was a Cape-style house, one story with an attached garage. Our proposed addition went over the second floor, added 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms at the second floor, and we converted the attached garage to a dining room. And this was approved back in the November 17, 2022 variance hearing. It is a corner property. It's Burns Avenue, and it borders Winter Street. During the construction phase, after permits were issued, the homeowner and contractor decided that it made more sense to them to extend over the one-story garage area. That extension was done without a permit. So a stop work order was issued, and we came back before the board to ask for amendments to the specific plan. The proposed second floor addition over the garage is requesting the same 23.1 foot setback that was previously approved on the other corner of the house. I just want to show you So in the previously approved application, this was a bedroom in this corner. And this was all one-story roof line over the garage at the first, over the converted garage at the first floor. Under this proposed plan, this became an open area at the top of the stair, and then the bedroom moved over with a walk-in closet at the back, extending over the converted garage below, and creating the same front yard setback as the previously approved second floor on the other side. The exterior elevations Again, this was part of the previous design up to here. This was one story. It was extended over to the edge, and this front yard, this cantilever on the second floor matches the cantilever on this side, and we're requesting the same 23.1 feet front yard setback relaxation that was granted for the other corner of the house. And I do have some photos of the built-out second floor. So this was part of the previous approved application. This is the extension that was done over the previously converted garage. And this was 23.1 feet front yard setback that was previously approved. And we're asking for the same 23.1 feet front yard setback for this portion that was built. So they're along the same elevation, they match, and there's no further encroachment towards the front property line. One of the other additions since the prior application was during the construction phase, they had added a rear outside cellar stair that was presented before the board and denied. So in this current application, that rear outside cellar stair is being removed in its entirety, and it's being replaced with a egress window from the basement and a code-compliant egress window well. And there are some photos of the back property. So if you flip through the,
There's no way.
so this is where during the construction phase, they had installed a outside cellar stair. This outside cellar stair is being removed in its entirety, and the door from the basement is also being removed and replaced with a egress window and a code-compliant egress window well.
When you say during the construction phase, are you talking about the construction phase of that expansion that went over the garage?
So the work was permitted, and the garage was converted into a dining room, and there was a roof line there. During construction, after it was permitted, the contractor had spoke to the homeowners, and they made a decision that they wanted to expand over the garage. And it was sort of brought to me after the fact. They were issued a stop work order, and we came before the board. We presented to the building department updated floor plans.
I don't think he answered my question. That basement entrance was put in without permission during what phase of construction? The first phase or the second?
This is all one phase. This work has been stopped since July 31st of '23.
It looks like everything was done except that cellar staircase.
It's there.
The inside of the house is still framed and no sheetrock. So it's just a shell that you're seeing on the outside since they were issued a stop work order. So they were basically doing the overall shell of the addition.
Oh, that's good, because it'll cost them less if we are asking them to pull it out.
How many bedrooms and bathrooms altogether in total in this house?
There are 4 bedrooms and on the second floor with 2 bathrooms. And then there's 1 bedroom on the first floor with 1 bathroom.
So 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms?
There are 2 bathrooms on the second floor. There's a master bedroom suite that has its own bathroom, and then the other 3 bedrooms have a shared hallway bathroom.
Okay, so there's 3 bathrooms and 5 bedrooms.
Correct, and there's a bathroom in the basement.
There's a bathroom in the basement.
A three-piece?
Bathroom?
It is a 3-piece bathroom in the basement, and
How-
it's existing.
What's the GFA on the house?
I have to take a look.
This is,
That's a big house.
How many bedrooms on the first floor?
1 bedroom, 1 bath on the first floor.
We're at 2551 square feet, 35.54.
2551
Correct.
square feet.
Total? Total, correct.
including the basement.
Not including the basement.
We include basement for our GFAs in the town of Oyster Bay.
So if we added the basement, I have to go back to the floor because it doesn't include the first floor footprint doesn't include the garage area since it's unexcavated.
I understand, I'm not trying to be a wise guy, that's just the code. We include, like, that's how we calculate it, it includes the basement.
I don't think the second floor of the garage is included in GFA.
Here, that doesn't make sense. But the new addition
I
didn't
think this is
count
gonna
as
have to go on
GFA.
reserve, Madam Chair, and we're gonna have to get a determination from the building department to make sure that the GFA does comply.
I think you might need a variance on the GFA is what we're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't, right?
It doesn't make
added
sense.
a third to the top floor, and it didn't change the GFA calculations at all.
It should be at least 245 square feet larger.
Okay.
Gonna have to come back, I think.
Yeah.
We'll put it on reserve, and I will bring it down to the building department tomorrow.
We just-
and have the plans looked at, just to make sure.
Yep.
Just one final point. So the only modification to the layout was that where the approved second floor bedroom was being shifted over the garage, and where that location of that bedroom is currently is open space at the top of the stair. So we weren't modifying the layout of the number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms that were previously approved.
I understand that, but it does change the look of that house, and it's enormous. And this is something that it's problematic for us, especially in Hicksville, where people are just building out enormous homes, and as you can see, if you sat here tonight, we had some people in opposition of things like that. So we do want to take another look at it for the gross floor area.
And I know it sounds like this was just one change, but you see, we look at the elevations on every single home to make sure that they fit within the character of the neighborhood. And I don't think you made the original application, and I know you were handed this problem, but it's a big deal when people change the look of the house without asking for permission first. I really
Sure.
should be speaking to your client, not to you, sorry.
No problem.
So we'll put it on reserve. We'll see what the building department says. You may have to come in for another variance. It's possible. So, I mean, therefore, if we were to grant this or not grant it tonight, you have to start all over again. And by putting it on reserve, you're not going to start all over again.
I understand.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's close the hearing. And I'm sorry, do you want to be heard? I'm sorry. Come on up. My mistake. I should have asked.
You would raise your right hand, please. Promise to tell the truth in these proceedings?
I do.
Your name and address, please.
Jennifer Uihlein, U-I-H-L-E-I-N, 2 Windsor Street, Hicksville, New York, 1180.
Thank you much.
Thank you. So here we are, it's been a year since this home's been sitting at a standstill, and there's no doubt that this family wants to move in and live their lives. And I understand that it's a financial hardship for them. As the neighbor next door, it's also a quality of life issue for me. As you can see from the renderings, and I can show you the view from my backyard, what it looks like, it's an eyesore. I have no sunlight on the west side of my house. I only have 2 windows. They are now blocked by this house. My backyard by 6 p.m. is all shade. My garden has been destroyed by the construction and the debris coming underneath. And I just want to clarify that they're saying that they did an overbuild on the garage. The garage was demoed. And so the garage was demoed. A garage is only a 6 to 10 inch pad that's required for a garage. There was 6-foot rebar that was installed in order to support a second story structure. So they knew that they were doing this construction. They knew they were doing an outside egress, full outside egress. I'm not really sure what the issue is in terms of, like, this has been going on for a year, but.
Well, they got a stop work order. I mean, they did get a variance
Correct,
to
but
build, and then they overbuilt, and the town stopped them, and that's why they're here now.
Right. and-
We're just not sure what's before us is all of it.
Correct.
And that's why we're asking zoning to take another look at it.
To her point, Rita, it looks like the original renderings had the original garage was set back, and now it's even with the front, so,
Okay.
yeah.
And the other problem is that it's not being maintained. I've had to already weed and mow the side of this property multiple times. They finally had somebody come in 2 months ago to to take care of the lawn, to take care of the dumpster that was sitting there for over a year in the driveway. There was a whole pallet full of stone that was sitting there for a year. I have pictures of the weeds. They're 3 to 4 feet higher than the 6-foot fence right now that I have to cut down every other week.
I'll report it to code tomorrow morning, Madam Chair.
Can I show you some pictures from my
course.
backyard?
Right?
Oh, you don't have any,
I literally just
you
ran
can't,
for it.
because it has to be part of the record. And we can't make that part of the record.
But you can email them to the office, right? She can
Okay.
email the
Yeah.
Can
office.
I, do you want to at least just see?
I mean, I'll look at them, but
I
it's
know, I
not
know
part
it's
of the
not part of the
record.
record, but that's so you can see, like, this is,
So just point to where the,
so this did not exist, this was the garage originally, right? It was
Right.
only about that high. This has been bumped up significantly. This is my view, I have pretty much nothing at this point. My house ends right here. So the entire, well, my entire house is half the length of their house. The 2 windows that I have on that side are completely blocked. These are weeds that are growing. You can see they're 3 to 4 feet above. There's dirt that's coming underneath, destroying the garden that's there. It's just, it's not being taken care of. And, you know, like, for the family, like, I want it resolved for them, so they can move in, their kids can get back to the district.
right, and I'm
You
sure
know.
once that happens, they will better maintain the house. However, the fact that they're not living in it is not our fault, and it should be maintained.
Correct, and there was an unhoused person that was found living in the house. So, there was a vagrant that was in the house for a short period of time as well, that found his way into the home.
That's so unfortunate.
I'm sorry to hear that. All right, thank you for coming down, and you're on the record.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else wishing to be heard on this application? Okay, as you heard, there's a complaint about the condition of the house, and I realize that it's not being lived in. However, it must be maintained, and it will be reported to code enforcement.
I did have a conversation with somebody from one of the inspectors and did bring it to the attention of the homeowner.
Okay. Well, the homeowner's here, so they're hearing it.
Yes.
Okay. So we will put this case on reserve and let the zoning department review it, and you can speak to Ms. Cloninger during the week, and
I'll just check with Lynn and
Sure.
objection, just to make sure the GFA, because otherwise, even if it was granted and it wasn't picked up, you get into it again and they'd stop you again. So before the decision is made, let's make sure we have the right numbers on the record.
Sure.
you have correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision, thank you.
Public hearing is closed. Decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Next is hearing 15, Appeal 24-191, Alex Wolf at 4 23rd Street, Jericho.
You're still under oath, sir. You're still under oath, okay? Chris, your name one more time?
Brian Ladino, 555 Broad Hollow Road, Suite 327, Melville, New York, 11747. Good evening again. So, we are here now to maintain a rear wood porch and a shed abutting the detached garage. And as well as we are going to be amending the variance that was conducted in 9430, dated August 4th, 1994, which was for the construction of the second story of this property and the rear addition. So this house was, that work was done by the previous owner, and the new owner, who is currently Mr. and Mrs. Wolf, they had constructed the deck, but what they weren't aware of was, a situation of this variant, that there was a prior variance to what had happened. So basically, based on Chapter 246, Table 5.3 of the code, the existing rear wood porch does not meet the required side yard setback of 8 feet. The existing currently is 5.25 feet. The porch doesn't meet the minimum required aggregate side yard of 20 The side yards, the aggregate side yards currently is 19.25 feet. And then the existing shed that is next to the detached garage, the required rear yard is 3 feet and currently is existing 2.1. And then the existing rear porch exceeds the maximum permitted coverage of 25% with the existing, with all structures, 35.3%. And then as well as chapter 246, the gross floor area of 2250 square feet, and then currently that's the thing that we're still trying to figure out with the board, why it's deemed at 3,000 square feet, because we do have, between the dwelling, we have 974 square feet, the garage is 202 square feet, the deck is 350 square feet, and then there was another structure there, it was for, the shed is 53 square feet, which adds everything up to 1580, which is 31.6%. And then the gross floor area that's permitted is 45%, and between the dwelling's first floor, the second floor, the garage, the deck, and the shed, it adds up to 24, which adds up to the percentage of 48. So the reason why we're bringing this case into the board is because the deck provides minimal impact to the surrounding properties, the abutting properties. It's a beautifully built deck that was done by a licensed contractor. They didn't, pull any permits for it, and we came here to legalize it. It enhanced the property's look. It's a beautifully built deck in the back, just nice wood, good, beautiful finishes. Just coming off the rear side, walking out of the kitchen, just nice little deck right there. And he had built it out of good faith, like we're doing this out of good faith, and it was lack of awareness at the time, because he wanted to come forward, do what he had to do, provide the drawings. We got an updated survey that was done at the time that the drawings were being produced. And the current solution is obviously we're here trying to allow the zoning board to give us permission to keep it. And yeah, that's pretty much our case.
Okay, very good. Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends a local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you very much. Have a good rest of your night.
You too.
You too.
Thank you. Hearing 17, Appeal 24-240, Marlene Wuska at 44 Sherman Drive, Syosset.
How are you?
Tom told you during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
Michael Arado, 245 Route 109, Suite B, West Babylon, New York, 11704.
Thank you.
So we're here asking relief to maintain a decking that exceeds the allowable lot coverage of 20% in an R110 zone. The decking is approximately 125 square feet over, which puts it at 1.28% over. The owner did remove a bunch of accessory structures on this property to try to get the lot coverage down. She removed about 250 square feet of accessory structures. The decking was unable to be cut back due to the doors obviously leading out, the glass sliding doors leading out to the decking. And the lower decking is for the hot tub, which we're actually legalizing as well. The decking meets the required setbacks and has no negative environmental impact to the property or to the surrounding neighbors. We don't feel that this relief is excessive, and we haven't received any objection to this application. I have pictures of the decking if you want to see it.
Sure.
Thanks, Michael.
You got it.
Thanks, Mike.
Oh, nice.
It does look nice. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you for bringing them.
thank you, yes.
Anybody have any questions?
No.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you, have a good night.
Thank you. You too, thank you. Hearing number 18, Appeal 24-182, Michael Santoli at 208 Lawrence Lane, Glen Cove.
Yeah, he's not here yet.
Peter's at
Glen Cove.
he has another hearing in Glen Cove. He asked if he could be second call if he wasn't here
Sure.
when we heard it.
Thank you.
Are you the homeowner?
I'm the one.
Okay,
He will be here.
okay. So we'll call number 18 again. We'll go to number 19.
Right. 19, Appeal 24-276, Scott Goldberg at 231 Lawrence Lane in Glen Cove.
Thanks, Mike.
Two on Lawrence Lane, and I only looked at one.
Oh, that's so funny.
Sorry. I'll tell you these proceedings.
Yes, I do.
Your name and address, please.
Michael Palumba, architect, 80 Elizabeth Drive, Bethpage, New York, 11714.
Yeah.
Good evening, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. I'm appearing on behalf of Scott Goldberg of 231 Lawrence Lane, Glen Cove, New York. We are requesting a variance for a proposed second-story addition, which is located in R110 zone and does not have the minimum required side yard setback of 10 feet or aggregate side yards of 25 feet. This is a 60-foot lot, 60-foot wide lot, proposing a side yard setback of 6 feet and an aggregate side yard of 11.6 feet. The proposed addition will align with the existing face of the dwelling and does not increase the existing non-conforming setback. Looking at the house, we're building over the right side of the house only. Scott and Jennifer Goldberg are expecting their second child and are looking to expand the existing second floor for additional bedroom space. Photos of the property have been submitted to the board. Prior to this evening's hearing, we discussed the proposed alterations with the owners of the properties directly north and south of the property, the subject premises, and there were no objections to our application. Property is well maintained, and the proposed alterations will be consistent with the character of this neighborhood.
I was there today, and there are some very, very large homes on that block.
I was going to comment and say this.
I was wondering if some of them are actually in Glen Cove, though, because their height restriction, I believe, is different than ours, right?
There are several very big homes. We are not coming close to that.
Okay, good, because they're pretty big. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you.
Hearing 20, Appeal 24-154, Vincent and Dawn Gamba at 18 Schoolhouse Place, Oyster Bay.
Hello.
Tell the truth during these proceedings.
Yes,
Name and address, please.
Peter Toth, 370 Harrison Avenue, Massapequa, New York, 11758.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your name.
Peter Toth, T-O-T-H.
Thank you.
I'm appearing on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Gamba of 18 Schoolhouse Place, Oyster Bay, located in residential zone R120. We're requesting variances to maintain an existing shed and wood deck. The shed is required to be 20 feet from the property line in this zone, and we are requesting a setback of 4 feet to the side yard. The shed is 102.09 square feet, which is 2.09 square feet over the requirement of not requiring a permit, but still required to comply with the setbacks. Typically, in most residential properties, sheds of this size are required to be 3 feet from the property line. We feel this small shed is in common location and otherwise would be in the middle of the backyard with an odd location at a 20-foot setback on this property. We feel that the 4-foot setback will not create an adverse conditions. The other variance for the deck is over the maximum permitted gross floor area of 4,876.84 square feet. The deck combined with the house is at a gross floor area of 5,254 square feet. This is over the max amount by 377.13 square feet. Decks over 3 feet do not count in the gross floor area. This deck is over 3 feet and is also, since the rear yard ground of the house slopes down to the rear yard, The space underneath the deck is also being used as a covered patio, so the total square feet of the deck above and the patio area below the deck are both being counted in the gross floor area, essentially doubling the gross floor area itself. If the ground in the backyard was even with the front yard, this condition would not be occurring, and the deck would be considered half of the gross floor area applied to the total amount of 5,254 square feet. This is common occurrence in this, for these properties on this side of the street that have a deck. The deck basically becomes a second-story deck with a patio below. The houses on each side of the house have similar decks, so this condition is consistent with the character of the neighborhood. Pretty much that completes my application. It's just a little bit of a hardship that's not, self-created.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Come on up, please.
I'm Michael Viggiano, an attorney. This is my wife Marie. This is my son Michael.
Thank you.
Sure.
Could you state your name and address for the record?
Okay, my name is Michael Viggiani. I have a law office at two.
I can't hear you. What was your last
Sure.
name?
Michael Viggiani, you like in boy, G-I-A-N-I. Law office is at 2 Roosevelt Avenue, Suite 135, Syosset, New York. And we reside at 20 Schoolhouse Place, Worcester Bay.
I need you to just raise that mic up a little.
Sorry. Is that good?
You're tall.
Better.
Okay, so we are the affected neighbor living at 20 Schoolhouse Place. The Gambas live at 18 Schoolhouse Place. And we're here to ask that the zoning board deny their application solely with respect to the shed. The shed is a complete eyesore for us. And this is in an R120 zone, which requires the shed to be 20 feet from the property line, and it's only 3 feet from the property line. And this is a picture 8, and you can see that, there is room for the shed to be moved, 17 more feet towards the middle of their property. They did buy a house with a pool, and they decided to put a shed in, and they should not be benefiting from, having a pool and a shed while I'm looking at the back of an eyesore on the side of the property. And you can see the rest of the pictures showing, the size of the shed in relation to my property. I also want to point out that when they were going to construct the shed, I went over there and I had told them that there might be a problem with location and also size, and they completely disregarded what I had to say, and they ended up, continuing with the construction and, built this and built other things without permit. I also, feel that, I don't need to be looking at, when people come into my house, we sit on the deck, and everybody comments about the eyesore. The immediate is to see and look to the left and see this shed, and it's a complete eyesore. And I wholeheartedly hope that you will deny this application and make them move it 17 more feet or have them take it down. And my wife Marie would like to have a few words also.
Are you an attorney also?
Good
I have to swear you in if you're not.
Yes, please.
Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Oh, I promise.
Thank you. Your name and address, please.
Marie Bigiani, 20 Schoolhouse Place, Oyster Bay, New York.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Marie Bigiani, and I am the co-owner.
Speak into the
adjacent-
microphone. Point it.
The point.
This way. There you go.
My name is Marie Bigiani, and I am the co-owner of the adjacent property. The current variance in appeal 24-154 for the 8 by 12 foot shed to have left side yard setback is a substantial injustice to my husband and me, as my husband said, and will only continue the oppressive strain that my neighbor's blatant disregard for town code has been placing on us for more than 2 years. There is an undue hardship on us, not my neighbors, because the shed is a monstrosity. As you heard, the stability of the shed is questionable. And finally, the vegetation on the current north side of the shed is encroaching onto our property. You have pictures of all of this, and I will explain. The current variance in appeal number 24-154 must be disapproved, and any shed the Gambas want to build must be built to comply with the town code. I would like to stop immediately any use in this matter of Town Code Chapter 246, zoning paragraph 246-5, district regulations, section 5.5, individual standards and requirements for certain uses, section 5.520.4, small storage sheds. As this shed, per the plans submitted that you have seen, is 12.3 feet by 8.3 feet and is well over 100 total square feet. This is no small storage shed. This shed is a monstrosity. It is aluminum sided with a double hung window on both ends and a shingled roof. It looks like a tiny house, as shown here in photos 1 and 2. What is not mentioned anywhere on the plan submitted is how high this shed is. I am of average height, and photo 3 shows me standing next to the shed for size comparison to show you exactly how large and unsightly it is for us in its current location. This shed should not even be here, and we have been living with it here for more than 2 years. Photo 3 also shows you that the shed is only a few feet from the property line, which is just too close. Normally sheds are deeper than they are wide, but this shed is wider than it is deep. And the back of it all 12.3 feet, looms over our property. As you heard, the shed looms when we are on our deck, as shown in photo 4. When we are in our backyard, as shown in photo 5. It even ruins our home's curb appeal, looming from the street. Please take a minute to wrap your brain around what I am saying. It is in the backyard, but it is so large in its current location, it can be seen from the street, as shown in photo 6. Photo 7 shows you what I see every morning when I am looking out my kitchen window, trying to enjoy my morning cup of coffee. We are suffering an undue hardship living in our own home because our neighbors do not want to use their property in a manner consistent with the existing zoning laws, which are existing for exactly this reason. Photo 8, as you heard, is an aerial photo of the Gambas estate showing they have more than 20 feet to build the shed closer to their pool. And I implore this board to require the Gambas to build any shed they need to comply with our town code. In addition, the stability of the shed is questionable. It is currently built on a sloping hill, as shown in photo 9. The fence line shows how severe the land slopes, and built on stilts, as shown in photo 10. I personally saw my neighbor's men come back already on one occasion to secure it better, apparently because I believe it was slipping. I direct you back to photo 8 to show you how flat and more stable the land is closer to the pool. If my neighbors want a shed, that is where the shed should be built to comply with our town code. Finally, our neighbors are not maintaining the north side of the shed area, see photo 11, in accordance with how the south side is maintained, see photo 12. And quite frankly, how every other bed in their yard is maintained, with mulch. Just lovely. See in photo 13 all the other beds are mulched with no weeds? The only reason I can think of that the north side is unkempt is because the shed in its current location is blocking their view of this north part of their property. They can't see it. See the out-of-control weeds on the north part of their property compared to 12, which is mulched? See photo 14. The north side is so overgrown it is creeping into and taking over our lawn. I show you photo again, 8, to show they will be able to see their whole property better for proper total maintenance if the shed is built 20 feet closer to their pool to comply with the town code. I would also like to point out as shown in photos 4, 6, 8, 13, and 15. Hold up 15 and 16. The Gambas have lined the sides and rear of their property with giant arborvitae trees. I count close to 60 or more. Giant, heavy trees that cost a pretty penny, I am sure. But as I would like to point out, as you can see in photo 3, there are no arborvitae trees behind the shed to hide its view from us. None. What, did the tree store run out of trees? We can only speculate. I respectfully request, for all the reasons we have just presented, in addition to all the reasons why my property has a 20-foot side yard setback requirement in the first place, that you do not grant the variance in appeal number 24-154, and that you require the shed you see in these photos to be removed or moved immediately. The Gambas' blatant disregard for not only the town code, but also for their neighbors, has placed an oppressive strain and undue hardship on myself and my husband, and not the Gambas, and should not be rewarded. I must, as a first time here to your court, point out, as you may also be wondering, as I was hearing the other cases tonight, I couldn't help but notice those structures are just being discussed. Nothing has been built already. My husband went over to the house, as you heard, and told my neighbors before this was going up, the minute we saw something going, you cannot build this here. And they blatantly continued to build it to what you see here today. And we have been living with it like this for 2 years. The ground that is in the yard is stable. I'm not sure if I heard something about soft ground, but they have over 60 trees in that yard, and that yard isn't suffering from all that weight. I want to thank you, the Town of Oyster Bay Zoning Board of Appeals members, for your time tonight and finally allowing us to be heard. Thank you.
Thank you. The home, you can ask their representative.
Question. Do you have water and electric to the shed? No.
I just want to reiterate again, the requirement of having a permit. They were told that, they didn't need a permit for the shed. I mean, we're only over the 2.09. So, them continuing blatantly to construct something, I think they really didn't know. I mean, we're not over something substantial. I know it's a large structure. It's not a house like everybody else was complaining about this evening. But, I mean, in all fairness, they did not know. And when they asked for a permit, the town said, you don't really require one. So
The
they're not going to be
town, the
looking.
town said you don't require one, but you have to meet the zone.
Right, they didn't know the
You have to
zoning
meet-
compliance. That's for sure.
No,
Oh,
you
go ahead.
you can speak, we gotta swear you
I
in.
have to swear you in now if you want to speak, sir.
I'll
Which
let
you're
them speak.
welcome to do.
I just wanted to just reiterate what I had on there, that it's not like, they blatantly did it. They had an idea that they didn't need a permit. They didn't know about setbacks and where it has to go. Who's gonna think they're gonna put the shed in the middle of their whole yard?
Well, I mean, I
You know,
had to
I-
correct you because you said you asked the town, and the town would never say.
Well, the town said that you need a permit, when you're under certain square feet. If he purchased another shed that was bigger, I mean, maybe he didn't know, or realize, being over that, and then he had to comply. Because in his mind, you don't need a permit if you're under a certain amount of square feet. So, somebody picks something out, they don't really look at anything. Everybody buys hastily, wants to get it up and put their stuff away. That's all I wanted to say for that.
So the
Okay.
shed was free fab? You didn't build it, spec?
The shed was pre-built?
No, it was
Built on that one? Okay, so it was built on that one.
Sir, you wanna speak?
I just have to swear you in, sir. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes.
And your name and address, please.
Vincent Gamba, 18 Schoolhouse Place, Oyster Bay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. The retaining wall, the trees, the arborvitaes actually help the retaining wall with the roots of the trees. It's not a retaining wall, it's built for weight. The weight in the ground's not affecting the retaining wall, but the shed with rain, that's a lot more weight than a tree. And like I said, the roots help hold the dirt together. It actually, structurally helps the retaining wall. I did call the town before we built the shed, and, you know, I was told less than 100 square feet, you don't need a permit. I didn't know about zone R120. It's a little bit of a, you know, unicorn, so to speak.
Well, for sure, your contractor should have known. Whoever built it should
Yeah,
have.
contract, my friend,
Well,
you know what I mean?
it's doing work in the town of Oyster Bay, he should be aware of the right.
Well, I'm just saying, we did call,
I
and they said,
understand.
and it's 102 square feet, that's the OD of the shed, the outside dimension. The inside dimension is probably 98.
Did you in fact have conversation with the neighbor about the shed?
On Easter Sunday, when he came over complaining about the shed, which was like already half-built, it wasn't like I had the material back there, and I said, I don't care, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. It was too late at that point, I was, you know, it was 3/4 there, you know, roughed-wise.
Do you
And
know
then
the
it was-
height? You know the height of the structure at the peak?
7'6".
I'm sorry.
7'6".
The height?
Yes.
7'6"?
Yes.
Well, it's just from there, it just looks a lot.
It sits on,
Yeah, I see.
yeah, so it's probably a little higher as it slopes. Gee, I couldn't hear you. What? And we offered to put the trees on the back side of the shed so it would blend with all the other arborvitaes, but I got no response. I would happily do that, it's not a problem.
Is there room to plant arborvitae
Yes.
between the fence and the
Yes.
shed?
Yes.
And those, I'm sorry, you've had your chance. All right, that's something that we'll discuss.
What is the distance between the shed and the fence?
What is it on the,
3, okay.
311 and
Yeah.
3/4, it's 4 feet.
Okay.
All right, well, this is what it is. We have correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Hearing number 21, Appeal 24-201, Emmanuel Capello at 426 Mill River Road, Oyster Bay.
Jeepers creep. I forgot how nasty this job is.
Good evening, Robert Schumacher, 1109 Round Swamp Road, Old Bethpage, representing Mr. and Mrs. Capello of 426 Mill River Road in Oyster Bay. I passed up some photos for the board. Mr. and Mrs. Capello are seeking a variance for a proposed detached garage having less front yard setback than required, and to maintain a raised patio having less rear yard setback than required, and to amend decision number 85-468, as this house was originally built on a flag lot. In regard to the raised patio, the town is considering the setback of 26 feet, the rear yard, for zoning purposes because this house is on a flag lot. It's actually a side yard, and the same thing applies for the detached garage proposing a 17-foot front yard setback, which is actually a side yard setback. This property is heavily shrubed and fenced, as the photos show. The patio's been here for many years. If this variance was granted, the homeowner's condition not to further roof over the patio. I did receive a call from Ann Blom at 421 Mill River Road, indicating she had no objections. She's one of the abutting neighbors. Any type of improvement on this property is difficult without a variance because it's considered a flag lot. Mr. Capello keeps the property in immaculate condition, as the photos show, and there's never been any complaints or violations from the town on this property.
That is a stunning pool.
Yes.
The shrubbery is gorgeous over there.
It's an oasis.
And anybody have any questions?
What
Anybody
about the
wishing to be
shed?
heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you. Hearing holdover 1, Appeal 23-550, 194 North Chestnut Street LLC at 194 North Chestnut Street, North Massapequa.
Good evening, Madam Chairman, members of the board.
Good evening.
My name is John Macaron. I'm the attorney for 194 LLC, the owner of 194 North Chestnut Street, a premises in the R17 zone. We're here for a variance to maintain an existing three-family house. Now, this house has got a, we're at an interesting point. It's an interesting story. This house has been, as far as I can tell, since the 60s, been a three-family house. However, this board made a decision in January of 2015 to subdivide the property next to it. And as a result of that subdivision, the board ruled that the owners of the property could in fact build 2 additional houses, one of which has been built. However, this house was to be changed from a 3-family house to a 1-family house. Now, my clients bought this house January of 2021. Prior to the closing, they were given a number of documents, one of which I'm going to pass up to the board, is a letter from the town of Oyster Bay, dated November 12, 2020, from the Department of Planning and Development, where the owner received an inspection, the prior owner received an inspection, and it indicated that this was a multifamily 3-unit house. My clients bought the premises. They had no problem for about 8 or 9 months, and then they decided they would do the right thing. They filed for an application to change the heating system from oil to gas, and when they filed that application, the town looked into what was supposed to happen. They contacted me. I, in fact, viewed the town's file with regard to this property. There was no indication of the prior zoning board of appeals decision in the file for this house. There were no CNRs filed with regard to it, maintaining that it had to be switched from a 3-family to a 1-family house. I have a copy of the decision from 2015 that I'd like to pass up. I'd also like to pass up, because we did a little more research, I have something from the county from 2023, which the county still maintains. It's assessed as a 3-family house. And if you look at the property card at the county, it also indicates it's a 3-family house. So I think this is a situation where my clients regrettably made a mistake. I really can't blame them. Doing their due diligence, they thought they were purchasing a 3-family house. The town of Oyster Bay's records in the specific file, the section, block, and lot, indicated that this was a 3-family house, when in reality, 6 years prior to that, it was changed. Obviously, it's a use variance. I have to prove economic hardship. Obviously, they paid a purchase price for a 3-family house as opposed to a 1-family house. So I believe that meets the burden, at least some of the burden, as to what they did. Obviously, I do not believe, based upon the fact that the time, which is almost 9 o'clock, and the fact that there's nobody here, that they've obviously been good landlords while they've been in ownership of this house for 4 years. We've went back and forth with the building department with regard to trying to resolve this, and they decided that it would be best that we make an application for this 3-family house, and that's where we are right now.
So the house is a rental? They don't live there?
It's a rental.
So it says 3-family.
Can I see the plans, Michael? Please.
How many units are in it, Council?
3.
Only 3, there's no more?
Only 3.
And it's a 3-car garage?
3-car garage.
I saw a lot of cars in front of the garage, so it's more than 3 cars. There were 3
I think
cars.
it said 4 on the plan somewhere.
So should some of the tenants
Is
have
this the
2
one that-
cars?
This is an outside entrance into a bedroom, but you can get out of the bedroom into the house. There's an entrance. I'm looking at the plan. There's a door that goes into a bedroom, an outside door that goes into a bedroom.
That's not the entrance. It does say
The front of the house.
It
That's the access to one of the units.
It's access to one of the units. Not to a bedroom.
To a bedroom. I'm looking at a door that goes into a bedroom.
It's 32 bedrooms.
You want to show it to him, Michael?
From what my client tells me, it's 3 two-bedroom apartments. There's a couple that's been there for 20 years. They're 2 single individuals that are in one apartment. That's the apartment, that's the first floor apartment. I think this.
We do.
My client seems to think that that's not egress and egress anymore, and we'd be glad to close it off, because it looks like it's a bedroom in the first floor apartment.
Yeah,
We wouldn't have any objection to that at all.
Okay, and as you stated before, this, the town, in giving them the subdivision, wanted this to go back to a one-family. This is a tough one. And I understand the burden to your client, because they thought they were buying a three-family.
And as I indicated when I submitted the rental, a permit, in 2000, 3 months before they purchased the property, the town went in, investigated, because they do that for rentals, and gave the owner a permit for a 3-family house.
All right, anybody else have any questions? Anybody wishing to be heard on this application?
Yes.
Come on up, sir.
What do you need, sir?
Yeah, I don't
think so. This is all. Thank you.
Sorry.
Raise your right hand, sir. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes, ma'am.
Your name and address, please.
Vincent Rayana, 196 North Chestnut Street. I am the owner of now both of the adjacent lots, in the unique position of also having the former owner of that property be my current contractor, doing work on our house. So I disagree.
Wait, I'm sorry, you built a house there, and then there's an empty lot?
So I'll get to the
Okay.
beginning of the story is we're using the same contractor that bought that house as well as the 2 adjacent lots and built our house. We didn't have it commissioned, we bought it after the fact. However, remain very close with him. He's done a lot of work for us. We've gotten some variances to build, and we're currently building. So they bought it in January of 2015, the 2 developers. Then they applied for various variances in November of 2015. It was hearing number 5, appeal number 15-343A. Variance to allow an existing non-conforming dwelling to be converted to a one-family dwelling on a subdivided lot. They asked for it. I mean, variance to allow existing dwelling and detached garage to remain, variance to allow existing garage to exceed, and variance to allow existing driveway to have less setback, whatever. Obviously, their goal was to make 3 separate houses. It happened to be 2 gentlemen. One was a builder, one was a real estate agent. They happened to split after they built our house. And the property to the west of us was left unfinished as a vacant lot. We had the opportunity to purchase it and did in 2022 from the owner. And we're currently expanding our house with approval from the board and you guys. So you said you saw the garage.
Yes.
First of all, I've never seen the owners. I have no idea who owns this house. I barely even know who lives there.
Are there problems with it? I mean, you're here, are you opposed to this variance?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, the upkeep is atrocious. It's a complete eyesore, and completely inconsistent with the rest of the neighborhood. So I have pictures of the upkeep, which is basically non-existent.
How many people, to your knowledge, live in that house?
I know one, and that's the way it's been for the last 3 years. So it hasn't, like, even if the use variance would carry over, it hasn't been used in that manner for God knows how long.
There's not 3 families in there?
No, not at all, no.
There were 5 cars there when I was there.
Wow, it's a big house.
One in each front of each bay and then 2 others behind them.
Yeah, I only know of one gentleman who has a commercial
Okay.
white van and a motorcycle. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, all right.
The house is just kept absolutely atrociously.
Yeah.
I mean, the exterior is disgusting. The sidewalk is completely blocked by the foliage.
I see
There's
that.
no care whatsoever put into it. As far as hardship, I mean, they bought it for $615,000 in, what, 2021 or 2020? I mean, get some upkeep done and rent it out as a single-family house, maybe? I don't know. I mean, that's up to the board to decide, but it's surely worth that or more now. So I don't see any hardship. I just see an eyesore to the rest of the properties. I see a non-conforming structure with the rest of the properties, non-conforming zoning with the rest of the properties. And I'm not against having affordable housing, because across from me, there is a multifamily dwelling, and he keeps that property immaculate. He vets his tenants perfectly. They're wonderful people. We know every single one of them. Their children, one of them, the children are similar age to ours, so they play all the time. Him, absolutely no problem. If he had any problem whatsoever, I would come here in support of him. I have no idea who even owns it, and you can obviously see by the state of it, there's no care whatsoever put it. Who would even want to rent it?
No, I agree with you. It's all overgrown. The house is very, very old. It needs work.
Having said that, we can't make our decisions based upon the aesthetics of the house or who the people are who own it or how they're.
Right.
No, I quite frankly, I don't think it would be an undue hardship because of the price they paid for it and the other options available to them. I don't think it would, sorry. I don't think it's conforming with the rest of the neighborhood and the spirit of the zone. It's a completely residential neighborhood.
You did say that there's a multifamily home across the street,
That's correct.
so it's not completely, again, we have to do a balancing test.
You're not wrong,
Is
yeah,
that 3
you're not
or
wrong.
2 families, the one across the street?
It's 4, he said.
The one across the street?
Three, I believe, yeah, three, yeah. I mean, that would technically be on the main road in the corner, so it
On Broadway.
conforms a little bit. So yeah, I agree with you. It's there, and he's a great landlord. But the neighborhood is supposed to be exclusively resident, except for extenuating circumstances are grandfathered in. And the variance granted to the builder originally, he asked for it to be
Yeah.
converted to a single-family home. So, I mean, it's kind of self-inflicted hardship and poor due diligence. I don't know what to say. I mean, one of the former owners, I see him every day. He's doing work on our house.
You're making a strong case.
I
I understand.
And you did a fabulous job with your property.
Oh, thank you. He did. It's all him. He's a really good contractor.
you.
He's a good guy.
Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for listening.
If you want to speak, sir, I just have to swear you in. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Your name and address?
Alon Avgi, 2771 Merrick Avenue, Merrick, New York.
Thank
Can
you.
you spell your first and last name?
ALLONAVGI.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet my neighbor. I bought this home a couple years ago, and before I did, I met all the tenants. It's the same 3 tenants that were there when I bought it. They've been there for about 20 years. They're very quiet, great people. There's a couple on the first floor, and 2 single people, a man and a woman, on the next 2 floors. There's 3 floors, 3 apartments, and a 3-car garage. It was always like that. I had another home in Massapequa, and before I closed on this one, I was really diligent because I know the town of Oyster Bay is really tough. And I was like, I don't want to make any mistakes here. So I went down to the building department, I foiled everything. I even met the building inspector that came there for the rental permit a couple months before I bought it. So I was like, is this a legal 3-family? I really was really diligent about it. I was getting a big mortgage. It was a big deal for me. And everyone assured me that it was. And the stamp of approval was the 3-family rental permit I got that was done a couple months before I closed on the house. So my deal with the tenants was they've been there forever. They're great people. I didn't want to replace them and do luxury housing. I mean, they were quiet. Nobody had issues with them. The man that built his house, he's right, great guy. His name's Mike. He owned this property too and did the subdivision. And he kept the place in good shape. So of course I was getting a new mortgage. I made a deal with the tenants that I'd convert everything to gas. I'd renovate, keep it pretty, and I'd raise the rent not too much. And I would use that money to take care of the property, cover the mortgage, and have a nice rental property. They were all for it. They're still there. They were supposed to maintain the grass, and I never got a phone call from anyone or a violation or anything. I actually knocked on his door back when I bought the house and nobody was home, so I figured maybe I'd get a call or something. And when I drove past the house, nothing has been overgrown, but I haven't driven by the house in a long time because it seemed just pretty okay. They come by on the 1st, they drop off the rent, and I don't get any complaints from the town. And I know if there's an issue, I get a call from a building inspector right away.
Based on the pictures, you have a little bit of a problem there. You do have to go over there.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you have a deal with your tenants to maintain it, then
They're not doing the
deal
job.
with it, because that is a problem.
I'll have it done by
Yeah, you just
Monday.
can't not look at it. You have to go and check.
Proactive.
You
Yeah.
just have to check. You have to be proactive on that.
Yeah, I'll handle that right away. By next week, it'll all be taken care of.
Appreciate that, thank you.
We have nothing further, thank you.
All right, correspondence,
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
motion,
Decision.
public hearing is closed, and the
Good evening,
decision of the
everyone.
board will be forwarded to you by our office. Thank you.
Good night. Hearing holdover number 2, Appeal 24-62, Anthony Strianese at 107 Radcliffe Drive, East Norwich.
I can't sit here anymore. I'm just going inside.
Okay. Do you need help? You all right? She just said she couldn't sit still.
Okay.
Promise tell the truth during these proceedings?
I do.
Name and address, please.
James Apka from Todd O'Connell Architects, 1200 Veterans Highway, Hopog, New York, 11788.
Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chairwoman, board members.
Good evening.
I'm here tonight representing Anthony Strianese from 107 Radcliffe Drive East in East Norwich. We're here tonight requesting variances for additions and renovations to an existing 1.5-story house located in R17 zoning. The variances we're requesting are lot coverage, where 25% required, we're over by 1%, 26%. And we are requesting to maintain the existing setbacks of the footprint of the home, having side yards of 5 feet with a total of 14.6 feet, where 20 feet is required. Since the additions are going over the existing footprint, we feel that this is not something that's out of character, and we're not trying to expand this house into something big. It's literally only 2,800 square foot home. This is for a new family. They just had their first child about a year ago, and we're just trying to make a 3-bedroom house. If you're familiar with the area, I think there were only 2 model houses built in this area. This is one of them, and the other one was a split type of ranch. I did a little bit of research, and I found within the area, I could send these up, that it looks like people have expanded this type of house before.
Does this house have a for sale sign in front of it?
It did. So the reason why this was a holdover was, as you know, the market's crazy right now. They bought this house, super excited to go into it. Then they found something else in a different area that completely fell through. So now they're going back through with this house.
All right, because I was there today, and there is a for sale sign on
Yeah,
it, so I was a little confused.
It has nothing to do with, it wasn't like a spec thing or anything. It's, they bought this, got all in. I'm a longtime client of the firm, and
Okay.
they found something else, but I think they're back on board with this now. So I spoke to the board, and they said, listen, the board secretary, and they said, listen, just don't put it on hold over again, go for the variance, get it approved. And if they do end up selling the house, it could always be changed over with a specific plan to the new owners, if that does happen.
Right.
So we are here tonight in good faith that the board would grant this. The photos I passed up, you can see people have extended the second
Yes.
floor out to the setbacks, and I'm pretty sure that all these lots, even though they are 1.7, most of them are about 6,000 square feet. So it's something that's out of character. Those houses are probably within 1 block of this house.
Okay. All right, thank you. Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
Public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by our office.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too, thank you.
Hearing holdover 5, Appeal 24-169, Bindaganavella at 9 Wendell Street, Plainview.
Raise your right hand, please. Promise to tell the truth during these proceedings?
Yes, I will.
And your name and address, please.
Hello all. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to be here. My name is Vinay Bindiganavale. My address is 9 Wendell Street in Plainview, 11803.
Thank you.
So this application is for building it's a second floor addition to build a additional room on our second floor. So basically, we have two variances here. The proposed second floor addition with cantilever does not have a minimum required side yard aggregate of 20 feet. Proposed is 14.6 feet. So basically, the second floor is aligned with the existing first floor here. So it's we're just building over the first floor.
Okay.
The second variance here is the second story addition with cantilever and portico exceeds the maximum permitted building coverage of 25%. The proposed is 27.13%. So basically our house, we do not have any basement, so we, me and my wife, we work from home now more. So we need a space, office workspace, at home. So basically, the room that we're building, the second floor will have a little bit overhang of cantilever there. So just to accommodate desk space for our work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions?
No, I'm familiar with the block. It's mixed, and I will say that the house next door to the applicant has already been significantly expanded, right? The one next to it.
Right.
Interesting architecture on that one.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. You're right.
All right. Anybody wishing to be heard on this application? Correspondence?
Nassau County Planning Commission recommends local determination.
Motion?
Decision.
The public hearing is closed, and the decision of the board will be forwarded to you by your office.
I have the
Yes, you can
acknowledgement.
hand them in.
Thank you, sir.
If that's Peter Moore's case, he was finishing up in Glen Cove, I guess he had opposition, so it took a little bit longer.
So you want to have
break?
a, yeah, that's what I was
You
going to
guys are
say.
good. Come back. You guys are good.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take a break and wait for
We'll
him.
break for 5 minutes, if you want to call Peter, whatever. But it's, whatever, we're here.
And then we'll come back.
Holly, there's cookies in the back.
Thanks for the candy.
Yes, always.
It's barter.
Discuss any of the cases?
Not until after
The hearing is closed.
the hearing is
We're waiting for to come.
Are we on number
Take a
5?
break.
I'm sorry.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're waiting on the
We can go in the back.
Oh, we did 2 and
Just take a
5
break,
holdovers?
and then we'll come back.
Yes.
You're 18,
All right,
and
so
then,
this one was for,
yes, and then vote. Thank you.
who cares, right?
2, I think.
Is this the gold, is this the one? Oh, no. No. Those people. Was it? Was the name Fox? What was the name? Yeah.
I'm tired too.
How was Barbados?
It had its ups and downs. It had its ups and
I
downs.
went 2 years ago, I wouldn't go back.
It was, so the first thing that happened was the resort
Wait,
was
where
not-
did you go? Tell me.
Barbados.
Oh,
was not terrific.
no.
And we left. It was bad enough that we left and went
Wow.
someplace else.
Were you there on business or a family trip?
We were there with another couple that we're good friends with.
With kids?
Nope, just the 2 couples. And we decided together, we were like, you know what? Time is too short.
Yeah,
Like, it's,
really.
and I very rarely take actual vacation. Like, I travel a lot, but I don't usually go with Sal and like relax.
Was this your first time going to Barbados?
It was.
Because it was beautiful.
It was my first time too, and I.
How many, just recently? Because I went.
2 years.
Like in 1972, and it was beautiful, but it was British.
It was beautiful.
And it was British run.
Not British
Then I went
anymore.
back, and I can't remember how many years later, I was horrified.
They're an independent nation.
And they would,
They are.
it was like bad.
It wasn't terrific. So we
No.
decided, we were like, you know what,
Where did you
we're not
stay?
happy, so I
Yeah.
can't say it on.
Oh, okay.
We left and we went to Antigua. We
Ah.
got there.
I've been there
We
too.
were there one day, and I probably shouldn't, but I'll tell. So we come back from dinner, and Sal says to me, you know, my face feels a little funny. And I'm just like kind of drooling at dinner, like, what do you think's going on? And I look at him and his face is
Oh,
like
no.
sliding down. And I was like, I think you're having a stroke.
Oh my God,
So
did he really?
I called downstairs, we were with Jeff and Lori.
Right.
I said, are you in bed? She said, yes, what's going on? I said, I need you to come upstairs. They came up to our room and she's like, no, you have to go to the hospital right now.
Oh my God.
He has Bell's palsy. We were hospitalized overnight, he had to have a CAT scan, he had to, but like, it was,
How
so
was
I
the
was
medical
like.
system?
So they took us to a private hospital. We went down to the lobby, we were like, we need an ambulance, we need to go to the hospital. And they were like, no, you don't go to the hospital, you go to the private medical center. And they were terrific. It was actually owned by a guy from Scarsdale.
Great.
He's the lead doctor, but we had to wait overnight to see him. We got there at about 11:30 p.m. Sal was admitted, he stayed overnight, I stayed right next to him, and I was I can tell the story now and kind of like, not laugh about it, but like, now it seems kind of funny, but at the time,
Oh.
I'll show you this picture of his face, I definitely thought it was insane.
And it was Bell's palsy?
Bell's palsy,
Yeah.
which is it's a virus.
Yes, I know.
Hang on.
It's a virus.
It's,
How old is he?
he's 53.
Oh my God.
Here, look at this, where is it?
Oh boy.
Look at his face.
Oh man.
It was like it was sliding
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
his skull.
Wow. I don't know how you held it together, because you don't know how bad it's going to be, if it's going to continue. I know.
It was very scary, but once, actually, the nurses there were lovely, warm, they were so like nice, and they gave me a bed, they were like, you lay in the bed next to him, there's nobody else here, so they were very like good. And then once the doctor got there and he was like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm from Scarlet, and I was like, okay, he's like, we're gonna go get a CAT scan now. And he said, there's no signs of a TIA, there's no sign of anything neurological other than this muscular issue.
Right.
They put him on a huge dose of steroids and antivirals, and we flew home.
Oh.
So I got like my vacation, I told them, you owe me a vacation. My girlfriend was like, you need to get her jewelry. I'm like, I don't want jewelry, I want another vacation.
You don't get that time back. That's awful.
It was definitely extremely stressful, but thank God it happened on
How is he
Antigua
doing
and
now?
Barbados.
Like, what is he doing as far as his treatment? Like,
So he just finished his steroids this morning. He
Oh.
was on like a huge.
it was only like a week ago,
Yeah, it was.
7 days?
It happened the 14th, so 10 days, so 12
Oh
days.
my
How many days ago was that? Yeah, 10, 12 days ago.
Okay.
He took like this, tapered down steroid dose.
Yes,
And
yes.
he's going to be on antivirals for I think another 2 weeks.
And what about, like, this happened to my brother-in-law, and he's doing acupuncture,
Have we heard, how long he's gonna be this attorney?
We have not
No,
heard.
I don't know. We were talking about Rebecca's husband had Bell's palsy
He
incident.
thought he had a TIA while
On
we were away.
vacation.
Because half his face like
Yeah.
fell.
Yeah, I've heard, I know.
So, yeah, but no, it's almost, I wouldn't say it's resolved, like if you
Oh,
look at
that's
him, you can see that it's not
Yeah,
symmetrical, but it
especially
doesn't.
when they get tired, like it'll get, yeah.
It doesn't look like that anymore.
No.
That was
Okay.
not okay.
Well, he's young too, but holy crap.
So I got a bird's eye view of the hospital system in the Caribbean.
You can put that in your brochure.
Yeah, you never wanna be sick when you're away.
But we have insurance, and it's a
But
good
she
thing,
got
because the
robbed
hospital
of her
bill was,
vacation.
close to $6,000.
Oh my God, they didn't take your insurance?
he doesn't take any, that guy's living the life, that doctor, so they don't take any insurance. I think our insurance is gonna.
Now, what
Yeah,
island
they'll
were you?
reimburse you,
They will,
because you
but
did out.
If not, the travel insurance will.
Yeah, what island were you at?
We were on Antigua.
Okay.
And Antigua's lovely, right? Was it?
Dude,
I
they were
know,
so
I loved
Well,
it.
it's like
It was so lovely.
Yes.
For the 12 hours that I saw it.
the Bahamas were once British. So they have a crappy system of
No,
healthcare.
I know.
So, an island can be lovely, but
Yes.
the healthcare depends on,
Right.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was telling them. They
They
said you
knows,
can't
yeah.
go to the public hospital because they
Yeah.
give you your last rites when you
Oh,
get to
Jesus.
the
Yeah.
desk.
Yeah.
That's literally what they told me at the hotel. So they said, this is the hospital for.
How awful. You don't think about that. I have a girlfriend since I go third grade. We're sitting having lunch at my girlfriend's pool. The two husbands are still alive. We all went to school together. And the husband gets a call, and he takes it, he goes around the corner, and she goes, he's talking to Tommy. Tommy's in, where the hell was he? Aruba. He fell and broke his hip, and to bring him to New York, they would have to airlift him. Medevac. It was like $42,000 just for the plane.
Yeah, you
So
have to-
he stayed there, but they wouldn't operate on him, or he didn't want them to operate on him. It was such an ordeal. It was terrible. My girlfriend's hysterical crying. He's in the bed and he's talking to his father and he's saying, "Don't tell mommy." No. What do? It was horrible. It was.
We have a medical evacuation policy, and I called them, and they were like, you have to be admitted for 48 hours.
Oh, that's another
before
thing.
it triggers.
Yes.
And I was like, we just wanted to come home.
Yes.
We spoke to her, we FaceTimed with our doctor from here, and she was like, just take a couple of aspirin for a precaution, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yes.
They did the CAT scan, and
Okay.
and that was it.
That
He's
was
been
good
totally
advice.
fine. He's seen
Yeah.
a neurologist since he came home.
Yeah.
He's seen, it's very easy to talk about right now, but
Yes.
it's not at all
No, I'm
okay.
sure.
But it was very, very, very scary, especially because it was late at night and we were driving through these kind of weird areas and, it was just, yeah,
Oh
it
my
was definitely
goodness, I know.
an alarming situation and,
But
whatever.
if he has like a little residual, there's I'm telling you, the acupuncture works. It doesn't hurt, and it really stimulates. I mean, my brother-in-law is older, and when he gets tired, it droops, but his mouth droops.
Well, he
And
was able
sometimes
to
he
play
droops.
golf today, so apparently
Okay.
things are, thank God.
He's not that concerned.
Thank God, it's okay.
Yeah, and he can see out his eye, because you can't golf without two eyes.
not yet, I don't know.
Oh, God, Rebecca, it's terrible. You never know.
You really don't. But that's why we sell so much travel insurance. We tell people you have to take travel insurance.
Yeah, you have to take
just-
it. I always take it for the plane. I never think about taking it for the resort, like for your, well, that is, if you take it for the
It
plane.
usually covers your whole.
And this
I
is a
think so.
holdover
I'm pretty
too,
sure
isn't
it
it?
does.
Is
I
it a
know it
holdover?
used to be
Yeah,
American
it is.
Express if you.
No,
the
you're in the
trip for
VTI.
there.
Yes, they
Oh,
give you
okay.
up to $10,000 in coverage also.
Yeah.
Express.
But, so what's your next trip? Where are you headed?
So, my dad is turning 75.
God, I know, I
Oh,
beat
wow.
him. I was 75. I didn't think I was gonna make it to 75. It was terrible. Whatever. I did. Here I am.
You are.
Lisa, how are you not cold?
I'm not cold.
I know. I jumped when I saw myself. I can do that. I'm like, no. So where are you?
We're going on a cruise with him.
What's passport, Mike?
What
I won't
is,
be at the next meeting.
what are some, are you going to? Please.
I can tell you, that's the CIA over here.
Oh, it is.
I can give you someone's
Barcelona and
password
then
who is a town employee who is not
Fourth of
present
the
here,
Army,
but I
all
do
little
something. You go and connect
Charlie
with
is going
TOB
with us, so
guests.
we'll just,
It might work. This is from a few years
Just
ago.
chop off the ship and go to those beautiful islands.
Exactly, good food and just relaxing.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. No touring, there's nothing to see.
We're not doing any touring.
No.
We're all kind of done with that for this.
And then you
Charlie
try
is gotta prep
username
himself for the school
Gina
year.
V.
so-
What year is he now?
He's a
Oh,
senior.
man, oh, man. How does that go so fast? My grandson just came back from Alaska. Now, my son, and his mom are heading to Boston. She had booked the trip with her brother, which I'm proud.
It might work, it might not. It's from Jean's birthday. She's another.
Exactly.
She gave
Yes.
it to me.
So,
Mike,
anyhow,
let's share
he loved it, but they said, and I don't know what cruise line
What
it's
did
from,
the man say?
but he said.
Well, it looks
it
enormous.
was
I thought, I mean, granted, the grade was still.
Also, the other thing they kept saying was it's a
He goes, there was nothing to do. He said there was nothing to do. I know.
1 square foot.
I've been on many cruises, and there's lots to do for the kids. There's all kinds of
So you have a
not game rooms, but like that people that do stuff. They play music and like it's a social. He's 13. It's not like he's a baby.
It was Oyster Bay, wasn't it?
When Charlie and my nephew went
Yeah,
to
it is
that
number
meeting,
20.
and they came out with like a $300 bill, and we were like, what just happened? We didn't even know. We sent them down there with their key cards.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
But, so I said, was mine, and he said, no. Because he goes, I didn't do anything wrong, I just didn't know it was that expensive.
You know, the Alaskan cruises don't have as much for the kids.
That's, I didn't realize that. I mean, I loved going to
water
water
slides and.
It's not showing the stilts that it was.
And then there was something crazy where.
Well, now, when we went to Alaska, it was a long time ago.
Yes.
They didn't have any pools. I assume they have pools now, but they're
Well, it's
covered,
cold.
right?
They do, but it's not, they have some that are covered. Some of the ships have pools that like the retractable roofs.
Yeah.
But it's cold out, you
Yeah.
know?
But inside the retractable, wouldn't it be warm?
I guess, we didn't swim on our Alaskan cruise, and we had the pool with the roof over it. I'm trying to think of I think the
I
kids
would
did the
swim
hot tub.
anyway, but the kids,
did
yeah,
the hot
kids,
tub.
yeah. Yeah.
They don't like a hot, I don't know, like the children in a hot tub.
Yeah, I like the hot tub too. I prefer, yeah, I always go, I don't go in the pool, I go in the hot tub.
This shows.
I'm not really a swimmer.
This doesn't show.
Well,
What are we doing here?
I don't know.
That's the way they were talking.
who was Rita talking to?
The applicant.
Yeah.
So you're feeling well, you're up and around?
Yeah, I had my last infusion on Monday, and they said, you know, I had to do 5, I had to come up to 5, so it's iron, and it takes 2 hours, I'm sorry, I said like that. Gee, so, you know, like, I went Monday, and I do feel as fatigued. What time is it? Okay, so I'm still awake. I said to Lois, you are driving tonight, so she goes, yeah, but you have been driving. I go, I know, but I haven't been driving at night, and I don't know how tired I'm gonna be. She goes, oh, yeah, but anyway, yeah, I do get tired, and I get, but this week, good. Tuesday, good. Wednesday, good. And then today was a really busy day, like, even just getting ready for this. Like, I'm like, this is so stupid. What Thank you for saying that, but holy crap. Well, you know, there's a lot to be said about resting and resting and resting. Oh my gosh. My sister came and took care of me. They wanted to send me to a nurse. And I was like, I'm arguing with the discharge nurse. And she's going, look at that pole. You have a yellow bag, a white bag. You have, this all has to go with you home. No one's going to be able to take care of you at home. It was like, you have to have antibiotics, you have to have intravenouss. I didn't tell my sister was a nurse, but she came up, and 3 times a day she would give me intravenous. It was a big, when we walked in the door, she said to me, I said to her, she goes, how does it feel to be home? I said to her, I am so scared. So she goes, you're scared? I have to take care of you. I go, but you're a nurse. She goes, yeah, and I understand what. She goes, Kat, you don't know half of what you went through. And she would tell me, like if I would ask her, I was like so sick. It was crazy. It was absolutely, I've had like a virus, and after 24 hours, I'm like, come on, you know. And even with the knee and the foot, that's what I said, because she would say, so you want to ask, like anybody to come over, like, I'll make lunch, and I'm like, really? So I'd see her sitting in the chair going, another day home. I couldn't, I was nauseous. It was just a nightmare. So it was a big decision that I had, which is another thing. They said They said yes, but I can't get a straight answer at the surgeons. And my sister said, Kath, they're not gonna entertain that until they see how you recover. You were very, very sick. You almost died. And they know that. And they keep telling me you have to commit to 3 days in the hospital. And you have to prove it. Like, in other words, they're gonna reattach it, but that's a big problem after this, you know?
Don't rush to do it.
And what?
Don't rush to do it.
It's 6 months. You have to wait 6 months. They won't entertain it and all that, but no later than a year. So, I know. So my sister said, like, only 2 nights ago, she said to me, you have to think about this. And I think that's what they were discussing. They don't
I like blue.
I was so angry. I was there for 3.5 days, and I went in undiagnosed. I had been to the emergency room at St. Joe's, and they called the doctor. I had my gallbladder taken out the Monday before. And then I walked out of the hospital. Tuesday I laid low, Wednesday, what Irish people do, I had to go to a young man that I worked with in the town, passed away 4 years ago. Anyhow, I came home, I had a little bit to eat, and then I all night long I had this really bad stomachache. Thursday it was really bad. I called the
I
doctor.
think his
And he said,
family
"You have to
grew
come back
up
to Winthrop."
in like
And I'm
Lower
like,
East
"But I
Side or
can't drive.
something.
That's how sick I am." And he's like, so he
No, not
goes,
Nikki.
keep calling somebody, you want to take a cab, whatever. So I called my girlfriend, she's a nurse at St. Joe's, and she said, just go to St. Joe's. And I called his, I got his assistant, or associate or whatever, another partner in the firm, and he said, just go to the local emergency room. So they did the whole workup, and they say, it looks like a perforated nerve, but it's just like a bubble, so we're not really sure. They called the surgeon, he sends an ambulance to come and get me, I go to Winthrop, and I sit there for 3.5 days, they did nothing. That's the part that makes me so upset, because
So he said they
I
move
was in so
on,
much
and,
pain.
what's his
My hands and my
comes up to him
arms swelled up, they
afterwards.
looked like
Who's the
gorilla.
sidekick?
I was like, something
Dean Martin
is
comes up to
wrong. You have to do something. No, no, no.
I'm very sorry
We're
about
giving
him.
him
He's an
antibiotics.
asshole sometimes.
Yeah, well, it isn't.
Have a nice
Look at
night.
me.
He said
I
the
was
whole
so
night
sick,
long,
and the nurses kept coming in.
check in on those.
Finally, I went into AFib, and then they whipped me. I see all their faces, and I'm like, what's happening? I didn't see it. I thought my son was gonna pass out.
24
years. And then I woke up 2 days later, like, cause.
Any luck?
Still over there.
Still over there.
You said it turned into a...
I mean, I like Pete, but I don't know if I like him that much.
Yeah, really.
All right.
You know, I said we can only give him 10 minutes, and he's gonna have to go to the next town. Can't stay here.
Reese, he's still stuck over there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put this over, unless he wants to represent himself.
Yes, he
Unless
can
he wants to
represent
represent yourself.
You wanna do it yourself? Man, it's up to you.
I got it for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get your money back.
You know.
Refund.
No, why don't, I mean, if,
No, it's just, you know. I guess I'll wait. I just hate to start, start building November, middle, going into the winter, it's like.
Why don't you try, you know?
What number is it?
Can we let him try, and then if we say, at some point say, we think you better come back with your
I
attorney?
don't
Call
think
the
we
office.
should be trying to talk anybody into not using counsel. I think that
You're a lawyer, of course.
This is a court. This is a
Well,
court.
It's a, okay.
We can't tell somebody not to have an attorney if they want an attorney. That's wrong.
That's true.
no, the only thing
Well,
I
I guess
said
it's
is,
gonna
do you
be
wanna do it
postponed.
yourself? If that would be up to him.
That's up to him, but we shouldn't be persuading him.
No.
I got a question. Now, all this information that we get every week, so it's not, there's nothing online, it's not online, like a package online,
No,
so it's only on print.
correct.
How long do you guys keep it?
Oh, no. You see this thing, the calendar that you get? These I keep because I only write on this. This is where I keep my notes. So I'll hold on to it for a couple of weeks, and then I'll get rid of it. The rest of this goes into my recycling bucket on my way in the house tonight. Because if you start saving this, but be careful, what you write on is can be public record, so.
No, because the other board I'm on, everything's online. I print it and then I get rid of the print it. but
Yeah,
it's
no,
still
you don't
on.
have
I
to
can
keep
still
it.
go
The
town of Oyster
pull
Bay.
it out of the cloud.
Anything you need, Susan has a record of too, so you don't have to, don't
Yeah,
hold
this
on,
stuff-
don't hold on to paper, you'll be sorry, I used to.
I just got rid of boxes.
Yeah, I did, I used to
shredded
keep everything.
20 boxes of this stuff. I keep it
Yeah, we're gonna vote.
when we do a
I feel
denial.
bad for him, but I don't feel like
So they
staying.
make a transcript and I come in.
Holly, you ready?
So I keep it.
All right, we're gonna start.
All right,
You'll be swimming in it.
let's
Could we open it
go.
up if the attorney comes before we finish? or
If
no?
he shows up, then we have to, yeah.
Well, okay.
But I don't think he's going to, because he's still,
He's still in the hearing.
he's all the way in Glencoe, it's a
Yeah.
15-minute drive.
That's, yeah.
Everybody here knows.
Because if you're talking to one of my kids, it's 2 minutes.
Of course,
Everything's
of
2
course,
minutes.
Of course.
What is he saying?
We're gonna vote.
All right, it's gonna go right then, we'll postpone it, okay? Have Keith call me tomorrow, I'll let you know what date I have available. Okay, good
So
night.
sorry that you had
I'm
to.
so sorry, yeah.
Do you want to stop when that comes in?
No,
Okay.
too late now. Okay,
What was that?
so, Flo, we're gonna start the vote, just sit quiet, listen, and you,
I sound like my wife.
This,
and funny thing, I'm not a wife.
You'll get this.
I was,
so you mark everything. Did you show him how to mark this?
no.
Like when we vote and who moved it?
So I'm gonna go through it fast, the vote fast, and I'm gonna ask for motions, and if you feel like you wanna vote on something, just say, I'll move it,
Okay.
or not, you know, it's your first night, so you don't have to do anything except, you know,
Do
listen
write
if you
on
want.
here
But you could
to
give
record
opinions.
who does?
Yeah.
You can ask
And his
questions, give
questions,
opinions,
sure.
absolutely.
All right, so ready? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Hearing number 1, appeal number 24-189. This was okay, I will move it.
I'll se- okay.
Rebecca will second it, all in favor, aye. Any opposed, ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 2, appeal number 24-282.
That was which one?
Was withdrawn?
That was
No,
with
that
number
was
one.
her with
Oh,
the-
right, with the same, all right, so that's the same vote. That's gonna be myself and Rebecca. Sorry about that. All right, I'll get it together now. Hearing number 4, appeal number 24-181. We have consents from abutters.
Yeah, I'll move that.
Lois will move it.
I'll second.
That's Lisa?
Yes.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 5, appeal number 24-270.
This is fine, they had a terrible,
Fire on the second
the
floor.
guy
Yeah.
doing,
You
didn't
wanna
even
move it?
mention that, absolutely.
I'll second it.
And Kathy will second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so
Can I
moved.
just say one thing? That was,
Some numbers have
That
changed, yeah, I have
Yeah, the
new
numbers have
rejection.
changed on that.
They went down.
They went down.
yeah, they went
Okay,
down.
so you'll put the new numbers in?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
handed in the new rejection and we will type accordingly.
Okay.
Okay.
Hearing number 6, appeal number 24-116. Wooden platform.
Yeah, he had
I'll move
consents
this.
on both sides and
Right.
photos.
Kathy will move it.
Yes.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Number 7 was postponed. Number 8, appeal number 24-179. This is very de minimis pool
Yeah.
equipment.
I'll move it.
I'll
Kathy
second
will
it.
move it. Lois will second. All in favor? Aye. Any
He was so
opposed?
nice.
Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 9, appeal number 23-400.
Totally.
Okay, so,
Well,
They pivoted the house. This was the one with the rear neighbor.
Yes, the corner
right,
home.
they're changing the front of the house so that the frontage is now gonna be on 9th Street. We had a resident come in,
Mr. Hagel.
who expressed concern that this is going to infringe on the enjoyment of his house and property.
Now, I mean, he had issues about traffic, but it seems to me that to put it on a one-way street would cause less traffic issues than on them exiting onto Jerusalem.
I
And
agree.
they did say they would condition frosting the
Yep,
bathroom
I
window
have
in the
that.
rear so
And the
that
other one is a high vaulted.
ceiling, so no one would be looking out of that one.
Right.
And in terms of the application itself, I'm sorry, Flo. The setbacks are really de minimis.
yep.
And the lot coverage is fairly de minimis. The gross floor area is a significant increase, almost 25% over what's allowable. So, you know, that's my only, if I had a hesitation, it would be the GFA.
So is this something that could possibly be a holdover?
Why would we hold it over?
We could,
Because during the hearing, I put a star on my worksheet, and I don't remember why.
Okay, that's okay. So, go ahead, Ray.
Did you have a
I think that
question?
the neighbor was complaining about the windows.
Correct. And the windows were addressed. The bathroom window would be
Yeah, we
frosted.
could put a condition on, they agreed to frost the bathroom window, so that would maintain privacy, so no one would look in or out of that, was one suggestion.
Mhm.
And then the other issue was that it was explained that
The
one of
vaulted ceiling.
One of the windows is actually
In the
enters
great
into a
room.
vaulted ceiling, so that wouldn't be a privacy issue for people looking out of it
Isn't
into
that
them.
this was the one with the woman, right? The blonde woman with the short hair, or no?
No, this was the
No.
architect and,
It was the resident that spoke. He
about the
lived,
traffic issues and.
He was
Right.
worried about the air conditioning unit being next
he
to
was
his
more,
side,
yeah, and
but
it
the
wasn't on
was
his
the
side,
other
right.
Correct.
To me, he was more concerned about the
The
one-way
windows.
street and the traffic, and this, to me, is not gonna impact that in any way.
Yeah, I think it's
One-way
better to exit on a one-way street than onto Jerusalem, where that's a much busier road.
Yeah.
and he did say himself that the town needs to put the signs, closer, one-way signs to his side of the block.
Yeah, I mean, that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a solution, but we don't do that.
When I was there, I didn't notice a one-way street.
It isn't?
All right, so I think we should, I think this is okay with the condition of the frosted bathroom window. Let's
just
poll the
want-
board.
I just wanted to address Flo's question so that he knows, we do often, if a board member wants to go take a second look at a property, we can put something on the holdover calendar, but we do it sparingly, because remember, you're causing an expense and delay to the resident. So,
Yeah,
because-
so we'll reserve
Okay.
decision.
It's reserved, yeah.
And
No,
sometimes.
don't do it, no.
And then it'll come back in
reserve it.
2 weeks for a vote.
Yeah.
And even if it's something that we think is too large, or there are certain aspects of it that we have an objection to, we'll put it on a reserve and communicate with them to see if they'll change them willingly
Right.
without us
So
voting it down.
we
So
can,
that's-
but I don't think this is
We don't-
one where we
yeah.
necessarily would
I
do
don't
that.
wanna be that guy,
usually.
the,
You what?
new guy, you know what I mean?
You have questions.
No,
You
you-
have questions, that's okay.
No, you gotta ask questions, that's how you're gonna
And
learn.
by the way, it's reserved, not, the holdover is something different than the holdover, the cases that we had at the end. They're not the same as reserved.
So if we reserve it, Flo, they don't come back.
The hearing's closed.
The hearing is closed.
So we won't listen to it again,
So
but
we-
it'll be voted on at a second.
Voted on at a future time,
And we
which
may
would give
check
you an
something.
opportunity, maybe if you wanted to go look at the street or whatever, but the public hearing is closed, so nobody comes back again. We're gonna do reserves at the end of the hearing tonight that the board's gonna vote on. There's no public hearing, it's just things that they had questions about. I'm now bringing the ones at the end back to them tonight for a vote. So we could do that, you could put on reserve. The holdovers that you heard are because, most of the time, because the mailings were done wrong, it was never heard before. It's just held over to
So like
the
this
date.
gentleman tonight, that his lawyer didn't show up, that'll come back at a later date as a holdover.
Yeah, that'll be a
That's how
holdover.
that.
No, I'll put it on reserve for them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, do you have a problem with this one?
I don't, I don't, I
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure he
Okay.
understood what the deal is, and sometimes there are some that you'll see, everybody's like, oh no, we gotta put this on reserve, but that, I don't think this is one of them.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I'm.
I'll second it.
Okay, so I'll move it, Rebecca will second it, all in favor, aye, any opposed, ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 10, appeal number 24-178.
Are we conditioning that, right?
Yes, with the frosted window in the bathroom,
Okay,
second-story bathroom.
yeah.
This one.
So I have, they've
Somebody's-
lived there for 45 years.
Neighbor appeared to adjust.
They're doing 3 bedrooms on the first floor.
Was this the one the blonde lady came in about?
Okay.
No.
No.
No, okay.
This was the neighbor, he was squaring off behind the garage on the first floor, which is the subject of the variance, but they were also adding a second story, but that was inset on top of the main house.
Okay.
So the part that he was objecting to, Kevin Daly explained to him, was inset and would not be sheer with the sideline of
And then he was
of his
okay with it.
property line.
He was sort of okay
I don't
with
know
it,
that
he
he
said
understood him
he feels
completely.
that he's being closed in on.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I don't have, the application is relatively, it's
Yeah.
3,300 feet where 3,030 is allowed, it's not.
Yeah, it's not that
And the
big.
second story was not looking for a side yard variance.
Okay.
Only the first.
I'll move it.
And it's only 2 bathrooms, by the way, in this
Yeah.
house,
Yes,
right?
that's
I mean,
correct.
you're not making a multifamily house out of 2 bathrooms.
Right. I'll move it.
Built on
Who will
variance.
second it?
Who's second?
Who's it? Who's gonna second it? Who's first?
Me.
Okay.
I will.
Lisa. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Here, you know, since Kathy came back, I recognize your voice now.
Oh, thank you.
Because every time you speak, I'm like, who said that? Hearing number 11, appeal number 24-187.
4 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms.
Seems like a lot. Was this the guy that represented himself?
This is Fox
Yes.
Place.
He's got the kids, the 2
Yes.
kids, and
Going to law-
they
going-
shared a bedroom until this year, and now they're in their 20s and they
Well,
like
they're
separate
in
bedrooms.
college,
I mean, I
yeah.
guess it's hard to argue with that. What
Yeah, I don't have a
everybody
problem.
He has no basement.
Crawl
Yeah.
space in
No.
the basement.
I don't have a problem with this.
Okay,
I'll move it.
I will second it.
Rebecca will second. All in favor? Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 12, appeal number 24-216. Whew, Hicksville tonight.
Over attached garage. Proposed ones.
Man, I had this explained to me 3 times and I still didn't fully understand. And I get it, it's not gonna be attached to the garage, but if you saw the build-out of that backyard, it is built out, like, there's not a lot of space back there.
Covered, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
All right.
Gennaro, yeah, the roof over is kind of like a
Oh, because-
carport off the
Carport
side,
off the garage.
and
It's
then
very
the back
common.
comes back, so there was not a lot of
Yeah, that's okay.
in between.
I'm good
right.
with that.
You wanna move it?
I'll move
You
it.
want me to second it?
Yeah. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 13, appeal number 24-229. I really, if it wasn't for the fact that, again, it's a covered patio, there's no way. But it's not adding on to the size of the house. It's in the backyard. There's gonna be no further,
Condition, yeah.
yeah, no further enclosure of this roof over. No screening, no nothing. That's it. Done. No more variances.
Why don't we wait to see if any of our dead relatives come there?
She got approval from her neighbors. Her father lives next door.
Is he dead or alive?
You know that?
No.
Alive.
That's why she stays there.
You know,
Brigandy, he was the water
Yeah.
district
yeah,
guy.
Lisa Brigandy worked for the town. That's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Again, I'll move it.
Why don't we call and ask if she thinks it passed or not?
Rebecca will second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. So moved. And you have that condition, right, Susan?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Hearing number 14, appeal number 24-284.
We're putting this on reserve.
This is on reserve pending a new zoning review.
Yeah.
Hearing number 15, appeal number 24-191.
Mr. Wolf.
Porch, this is,
Existing.
here's a,
This was, yeah. Specific.
yeah, I remember, this is
Okay,
fine.
yeah, I thought that was okay.
You want to move it?
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, Lois, who will second it?
I'll second it.
Kathy. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it,
Who
so
voted
moved.
first?
Hearing number 16, appeal number 24-190. I looked at this fence, it's absolutely fine. I'll move it.
Yeah, Woodbury Road's busy.
Yeah, it's,
That's a, yeah.
anybody want to second it?
Lisa.
Did you, Flo, did you say you want to second
I
it?
did, even though somebody told me.
That's all right, you
to
got
come
it.
first
You have
on
to
the
talk
floor.
loud. Don't be shy.
Who told you that, your brother?
He wouldn't tell me.
Hearing number 17, appeal number 24-240. Existing deck, lot coverage, it's a
This was
deck.
just
yeah,
a,
that's
yeah, it was a
very
little deck. I'll move it.
Second.
Kathy and Rebecca, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 18, this is the one we were waiting for Peter
Postponed.
Moore.
Parents, yeah.
Postponed.
Postponed. Hearing number 19, appeal number 24-276. This was fine. I was on this road today. There are some very large homes on this road. I think they're in Glen Cove, but
Yeah, right, could be across the street.
yeah,
There's zoning.
yeah. I'll move it.
Okay,
Anybody want to second it?
I will.
Kathy?
I did.
All in favor? Aye.
said
Any
yes.
opposed? Ayes have it, so moved. Hearing number 20, appeal number 24-154.
Oh, wait, this one is it. Okay, so,
Let Rita talk.
Should we all go down?
regardless of the opposition to this, and there was opposition, I find that this shed really in an R120 zone could have been better located. I think it's unfair to the neighbor that it's right on the property line. I am going to vote to deny it.
And it's tilting. I mean, they've already.
It is
had
an
to-
eyesore, it doesn't belong there, and
He certainly has the room.
some consideration should have been given to the neighbor.
So let me ask you this, I happen to agree with you, but, so now, do we give comments to the homeowner? saying-
No.
So if they wanna move it 10 foot or 20 foot, they come back and.
They can come
They
back.
can move it a foot and come back.
They can comply, they can sue us.
What do you mean
They-
comply?
They can comply by moving that shed to make it comply.
So where they wouldn't need a variance.
Right.
Rita, just to be clear though, you want to deny A and grant B and C?
I don't have a problem with the deck.
Right.
It's just the
deck's
shed.
harmless, it had grade and.
You know, I have no problem. The deck
Okay.
is absolutely, to me, egregious.
Okay, so then it
So the
would
rule
be-
is on a denial, if they make changes to the plan, that they can come back to the town and reapply immediately as long as there's a change. If they don't like the board's decision of a denial and they want to keep it exactly as it is, they're not allowed to come back to the board for 1 year with the same plan. So as long as he makes a change, moves the shed from 4 feet to 6 feet, or whatever it is, I have no idea. As long as he makes a change, they can put in new plans and reapply and come back to the board again.
So they get the variance, they get,
They gotta get it, if you guys deny the shed, then they can either wait a year and come back with the same application.
Well, hold on one second, though. Waiting a
On
year,
denial.
they also would be subjecting themselves to a summons.
Correct.
By waiting a
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Just
if
so
they
you
did
know,
want to
you just,
submit
that doesn't buy you a year to just sit there.
No, but they, unless they sue us.
They have to take it, yeah.
Well, they could sue us,
They
and
can
maybe
sue us.
they
If
will,
take
but
it to
I
Supreme Court
just,
and sue us,
you know, the
then,
fact
well,
that the
that's-
neighbor came over and tried to talk to them about it, so they knew there was a problem,
so
and they
this
continued.
is existing, right, as we know?
Yeah.
So now, he submitted a blueprint he never got a building permit, right?
No,
He got rejected.
that's what,
That's why you see it.
Yeah, I just want to be clear.
So,
Never got a permit.
Lisa, how do you feel about it?
I don't like the shed. I don't think
Yeah.
it's fair.
no, I think he should move it. I mean, it's not a hardship. He's got a big yard.
Rebecca?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I am too, as much as I hate to be,
Yeah.
but I am too.
All right, so I'm
What would
gonna-
you accept, though, like if we denied it and they wanted to come back?
They can move it, listen, it's an expense, it's a big deal to move that shed, I get
If he
it.
moves it to more level
But like, I
property,
mean,
it won't look
to
as good.
20 feet,
And he
I
won't
think
need a
is-
variance.
He did say he
Nobody
wouldn't
wants.
plant.
No, but if he,
How
but he
big a
can,
property?
Property line.
he can
Right.
come move it 10 feet and plant those arborvitae on the
No,
other side of it and block it.
arborvitaes.
Arborvitae's,
Arborvitae's.
yeah.
Arborvitaes? Is that like diabetes?
But I'm gonna move to deny it, so
Okay,
then it's
yeah,
up to
I would
him what he wants to do.
All
I'm
right,
gonna move to
so-
deny it.
A
Okay.
is out,
I'm gonna move to
You're
deny
denying- You're
A.
only denying A, right?
Yep.
right.
And grant B and C,
And
that's the
is
motion.
that right? Grant B and C.
Well, what's the amendment then?
Well, because of the wood deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, B and C is a
Is
yes.
granted. And A, you're denying the shed.